few days.
Hmm.
It's supposed to be
Spring.
93 on Thursday. And I'm
I
not hyped about
prefer a slightly lukewarm. You know what I mean? Well, more cool, I guess. You know.
Like a 60 or like a
That's me.
Like
Nice.
a nice 50.
A smooth
Who
55 to
is
60
Luke?
is me.
it. Anyway.
Yeah, who is Luke and why is he so warm?
Why is
Who's
he warm?
warm?
Why
Is
does he
someone
get to decide?
is someone cool Luke off? If anyone in chat knows where Luke is, please tell me.
Yeah, he's
he's at-
a little warm today.
He's at Tashi Station getting power converter.
All right.
Well, actually, no, he's not. He didn't end up doing that.
Didn't you see the deleted scenes, Chris?
Those aren't canon to me. I only care about
Actually, you know what?
Blingo Blango and his weird mouth flaps.
We should flush a little bit of Star Wars from our systems. Can anybody else name a cool character who's named Luke?
Cool hand.
Luke.
Cool hand.
Ferrigno. Luke Ferrigno.
Luke
What's his name?
Ferrigno's brother.
Castellian. That's a good Luke character.
Agreed. Yeah, he had one of the best. He had an amazing story. Yes.
Amazing
So
story.
good.
Yeah. If y'all haven't read Percy Jackson and the Olympians, please, for the love of God,
Please read.
Luke's the Zeus one, right? I haven't read
I
Percy
refuse.
Jackson in a while.
he is not the Zeus.
I refuse to read
Or
Percy
no,
Jackson.
he's Hermes.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Yes, yeah.
Who?
Masha's Luke Ferrigno has woken up Eric. Eric has
The words
been
Luke
chat.
Ferrigno has been spoken, and therefore Eric has been drawn from the depths.
That's excellent, because then he can hear me say, "Hey, Eric, read Percy Jackson."
Yes,
Percy
dude, you've been
Jackson's
saying
really
that
good.
you were going to do it for the longest time. Please do it.
I gave up after the Trials of Apollo, so I haven't taken in any other content. But I really like Trials of Apollo, or the Percy Jackson series as a whole. I really like the Heroes of Olympus. I was a little concerned when they said they were going to continue Percy Jackson, but Heroes of Olympus, specifically House of Hades, was such a good. It was
Definitely.
such an amazing experience overall.
Definitely. How dare you, sir?
I have so many thoughts on this series.
Eric has shot us down.
Eric.
Eric, you have not truly lived until you fantasized what Olympic god would be your parent.
It's true.
It's true.
I don't think I've ever done that. I think I was somehow whatever level of cringe is beyond anybody's understanding.
There was no
the-
cringe.
in the
It was only
samurai.
life.
I'm trying to think now.
I will say,
Were you
read
a-
Twilight, because it's another franchise that we talk about very frequently. I made Trevor watch the first one with me before we saw the Twilight Burlesque show. And then something must have happened, because the other day he was like, I could watch the second Twilight movie. And I was like, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah,
It
you
is
could.
it is a morbid curiosity. That is what
It
it is.
is.
It's like you can't like help out. You're like you
Let's see how this
you see the
goes.
first movie, right? And it's like it has like a very low budget charm to it. And then you kind of like you sit there and you're like, but like why did the other ones get so much traction? Like why were they so popular? And like you just can't help but watch it.
It fundamentally breaks your brain based off the fact I'm solely going off the fact that like over the past month it's been like springtime-ish, aka cold and rainy in Chicago, so my brain's like, I should just rewatch the first Twilight movie, and I'm like, I
Yes,
don't
you should.
like that this thought is originating in my brain.
Yes, you should. You should
I
fly to
should.
California and you should watch the Twilight movies with Trevor and I, and it'll be great. We'll have slumber parties and I'll make you creme brulee. This is a standing
That-
offer for all of you.
That
All
actually
right.
does sound really nice.
I'm flying out to California and like
Mhm.
I'm legitimately flying out to California in 8 days.
Hell yeah.
And this is the first I'm hearing of it. Wow.
Did I not tell you this?
No.
Okay.
Is it the
Well-
part of California that's really
Well,
far
now they
away
have.
from me?
Hi, Crackety
It's
Jones.
not.
Yeah, you're somewhat new to this conversation, but we do talk about Twilight a large amount actually as a group in general. Same with Yu-Gi-Oh.
Yep.
I always show up in some way, shape, or form. Really.
I can show stream. You stream. I bought you more Yu-Gi-Oh cards. Eric, I'm blaming you for this. It's the
It's Eric's
cyber strike structure deck.
Yeah, see, I'm all digital now. I only when I buy Yu-Gi-Oh cards,
Yeah,
it's
Chris is
it's
saving
linked to the
trees.
blockchain.
Bold of you to assume I'm not also playing Master Duel.
Oh, I hate it. I hate that game a lot. But
Yeah.
I keep playing it.
Yep. Anyway, I realized that I'm supposed to be the one who's like starting the announcement.
Very true.
Yeah.
So I guess I should probably do that. Like, that's probably something we should start off with. So, welcome to Turntables RPG. We are an experimental tabletop role-playing game stream where every player GMs and every GM plays. We take turns at the end of each mystery, switching out the GM and telling a long-form improvised story. This is my second week GMing. Last week it was Wet Mothman. We are returning. This is my second episode GMing for our second season of Monster of the Week. But if you did not see season 1, you will survive. Don't worry about it because the new story is taking place in new setting, totally different characters. There's a little bit of crossover, but like you don't need to know the first season. If you would like to check it out though, and I recommend you do, it's pretty good. Those VODs are on YouTube at Turntables RPG. The end.
Also on YouTube, you can find our summer programming from last summer that was GM'd by the wonderful Eric. It was called Uncharted Worlds, was the game, and the title of the series was Return to OE. Hello, Brain Scrambled Egg. All of our Tiny Tables one-page RPG content is on there as well, so if you want to catch up on our inside jokes and all of that in shorter snippets, you are welcome to do so. You can also follow us on social media at Turntables RPG. We've got Instagram, we've got Twitter, we've got a Discord that you should join.
YouTube.
I know, I just talked about the YouTubes. That's all of them. Well,
Yeah.
come join us on all of the social media because it is how it is. You're gonna miss out if you're not on all of them all the time. So don't miss out.
And if there's a social media that you're part of that you want us to be a part of, let us know at one of the social medias that we are already a part of.
Mm-hmm.
The good call. Good thinking.
Yeah.
Hey,
So
Justin.
yeah, I'm going. So we I guess we announced it last week because last week is technically when we started, but we're going to officially announce this week again that we are. This says this is the first, but it's not the first.
My
right?
apologies.
Okay,
I didn't change that.
No, that's okay. I just wanted to make sure that I didn't like dream last week or something. This is our second Monster of the Week mystery. I guess no. This is still the first Monster of the Week mystery.
Yeah,
This is
we are
mystery.
still on the first the mystery.
The mystery, yes.
Anyways, we are currently raising money for the Trevor Project. If you don't know who the Trevor Project is, they are the largest suicide prevention and crisis intervention organization for lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender, queer, and questioning young people. So you can join us in donating to their cause to help protect our LGBTQ youth, especially in light of everything that's been going on in this country of ours. We have 2 milestones, one of which we've already hit. We are going to be playing Mars,
Hello.
one-page RPG Beyond Genesis, and at $500 we will be doing another PowerPoint party. So if you have the funds available, please donate. Obviously, don't go outside of your own means. If you aren't able to donate financially, let other people know about the Trevor Project. Let people know about our fundraising efforts. Tweet it out somewhere. Even if you don't have much of a following, you'd be surprised. I've worked with a charity organization for a few years now, and just the surprising amount that you can garner just from telling people about people raising money for a certain project is quite astounding. So if you can't afford to financially support, that's okay. Just tell people about it, so we can help people in need.
Absolutely. Another great point that I just now realized as we're talking about our second PowerPoint party. The first one is not on YouTube. So I think that if we do
Whoa.
reach 500, we will go ahead and post that on YouTube so everyone can watch that. And then we'll also do the second PowerPoint party as well. Because who knows?
Yeah.
Some of us may do some continuations or
Yeah, I'm gonna do
updates.
Who's the Sexiest
Uh-oh.
Bakugan Part 2.
Yes, exactly. Correct.
No, I don't want to. I don't want to do it anymore.
And so along with the with these updates for Tiltify, we also have amazing character art for season 2 right here on the overlays, and they're designed and created by the one and only Patrick Costa, which I'll drop his social in chat as well. Please go give him a follow. He's fantastic, and he has pretty regular commissions opening like a lot of the time. And you can always follow him on social media, on Twitter or on Instagram at PCInc_, just to see like the updates that he does, because he's continuing to grow as an artist, and it's amazing.
He's been posting himself as an otter recently
Yes.
on Twitter, and
It's a
great.
pretty good
Very-
otter.
He's been
All right.
calling it his persona,
It is
which I
a-
think is amazing.
absolutely
It's
it's wonderful.
Yes, it's
Love
very good.
Patrick very much.
Yes.
And then also along with these with the artwork, we've also been expanding our emote library. As of last week, the 2 new dog emotes that we have here on Twitch are also on our Discord. Just another reason to join our Discord. And those will continue to grow as we continue to push forward with the season and with this year in general. And then we are hoping to expand some more of the channel rewards for using channel points and for giving out bits and things of that nature. They will come. They are coming. Right now, as we speak, they're coming. Yes. And so that's me. Chris, do you have
Hello.
something that you'd like to tell us about?
Oh, do I ever? Have you heard the good word?
Oh, boy.
The good word of Prime. Yeah, anyway, so yeah, speaking of things you can get if you subscribe to us, if you like those dog emotes in chat and you're like, hey, how can I use said emotes? And how can I also make sure this thing keeps going? Oh boy, do I have the thing for you. If you don't have money to give to give to us right now to subscribe, and if you already are giving money to get your a sweet bag of dog treats one day early on the Amazon, you can get that sweet dog next day money, dog food next day money, and use that same exact thing you're already paying for to subscribe to us. It's called Twitch Prime. If you have Amazon Prime, you get 1 free Twitch Prime. And so you can use that. Just do it right now. Do it right now, right with me. You see that little subscribe button is blue and has a little drop down thing. You click that, and then there should be a little checkbox that says sub with Prime. You click that, and then you click. I don't know if this is how mobile works. So sorry if you're on mobile. Get on a PC, you weirdo. And then you do that, and then you subscribe, and then you and then if you want, you can share that you just subscribed in chat. It's really fun, really cool. I recommend it. I do it every month. Remember, if you do it, you have to renew it every month. You have to make sure you're resubscribing to your people, or else I'll cry. I'll be like, oh my god, I can't believe Bartleby Prime did not resubscribe with his Prime. I'm so sad. Shout out to Bartleby Prime.
We'll know.
And we'll know, and I will cry, and I will sob your name. I will write your name in my tears on my carpet, and slowly lick them up because that's so I don't want tears on my carpet.
Neither do we, right, Masha?
So,
No, we don't want tears on the carpet. And speaking of, hello, how the fuck do I segue out of here? You can't.
Just do it fast.
I do wanna say thank you, Crackety Jones, for the 100 cheer points, bits, whatever they're called, for Chunkabungus. If you don't know what they're referring to, we played through part of the first chapter of Scarlet Hollow on Thursday, and one of the characters calls potential cryptid a Chunkabungus, and it made all of us laugh.
Yeah.
That's all.
And actually,
Anyway.
I've abandoned the Wet Mothman mystery. It's now a Chunkabungus mystery.
Hell
No.
yeah! It just makes me
so
think
you're
of
all
like
aware.
it just makes me think of Big Chungus, you know, like the
Yeah.
Bugs Bunny drawing. Every time I hear Chunkabungus out loud, it makes me think Big Chungus. It's just two sides of the same coin. Anyway, we would like to plug the creators of the 2 homebrew playbooks that we are using this season. I am playing The Tracker, which is a playbook by Mike Keck. He has a itch profile, which we will put in chat. And then Saul is playing The Amnesiac by Jason Burns. His link will also be in chat. I believe his is on DriveThruRPG. You can also follow Jason Burns on Twitter at JabManB. Ooh, word hard.
Nice.
Hey, Saul. Anybody else you want to shout out?
Hey, Masha.
What?
You are correct. Yes.
What?
Correct. I would love to. I'd love to shout out our friends.
Oh my god, did I get it right?
Yes.
Wow.
Our friends at Reflections of Chaos. If one of my comrades could please put !Ari in chat. That is the Twitch channel, twitch.tv/Aurelia, with the 3 instead of an E, where you can come watch this D&D charity, D&D 5e charity stream. That I'm actually this week I am starting my arc as the DM. So if y'all would like to see me DM and have some fun times, come check us out. We stream like at 5:30 Central, I think. Yes, 5:30 Central on Wednesdays. It's a lot of fun, and I hope to see y'all there. Yeah, hope to see y'all in chat. Dustin, you've got a very handsome fellow to plug, don't you?
Very good.
it's me, the prettiest boy here.
Twinkle.
The twing. I like go watch that video that I believe it was Saul
Yes.
edited. You should go watch it. It's me, the prettiest I've ever been in my life. Anyways, I do stream on Twitch as well, twitch.tv/Valor6. I stream when I feel like it, as I feel like it. I've been wanting to play through Final Fantasy games here recently, especially the Kit MMO Final Fantasy XIV, which is now free through the first award-winning expansion all the way to level 60.
Hell yeah.
And you guys could join me and play with me. That would be great. But I've been wanting to start at level 1 and work my way all the way up through. And I plan to once the next patch hits, which adds a bunch of new like quality of life content, which is great. But I also like to go back and play other Final Fantasy games because I'm a huge nerd and I can't stop myself from just jumping to different games all the time forever. I will never finish a video game in my life. That is longer than an hour and a half, I guess, because I've finished Shantae games like 4 times almost each. Anyways, and Kirby games. I finished Kirby games all the time, but I didn't stream it. That was my me time. Anyways, I'm still talking, even though I should stop. If only somebody would interrupt me and talk about other things so that I don't continuously just keep talking about my
I think
Twitch.
you should keep going.
Because otherwise all I'm going to do is talk about video games that I like and would like to stream at some point. I've already listed the Final Fantasy games. I've never played a Doom game, like never.
What?
I've never played Doom.
The very cool
Gotta
thing
get
about
you
that
on
is
Doom.
that those video games are made by very talented people. Chris, don't you know
Oh?
somebody who's very
Wow.
talented?
I don't want to know who
Okay.
Chris knows. I want to know more about how Beth
Yeah, I feel like we need to talk about these video games a little bit before we continue on.
I think
I'm done,
it would be
I'm
very
done.
good to hear about.
I'm done. I'm done. I'm sorry. I'm not sorry.
Anyway, so video games I like. Overall, my favorite video game is Psychonauts. Anyway,
Hey Chris, if I wanted to know what your favorite movies and video games and animes and stuff were, is there somewhere I could find that?
oh my gosh, what a coinkadink. On my digital portfolio, that is, I do have a tab where I list all my favorite video games, movies, anime, cartoon shows, musical artists, and the like. Because I don't know, I want people to know who I am, or I want people to know things that they really probably don't care about. Yeah, so I have a portfolio. I do graphic design, animation, photography, traditional art, digital art. I do some video editing on the low, and you can find like my TeePublic and buy shirts that I designed that aren't uh, abominations of God, like from
TKO.
my TKO, like TKO endeavors. Sadly, I don't have any of my TKO designs on there. Probably should put some on there. That'd be funny. Maybe those would sell, but anyway, you can also find a link to the Antics of Roy Troy, which is a book my grandmother wrote and I illustrated. And all can be found on chrisadler.net. So good, so cool, so fun. Anyway, other things. Mars, what cool things have you done?
Yeah.
Mars,
you're
you're
I
muted.
was muted.
Yeah.
I was like, wow, there's a
Uh,
really long lead up to this.
No, yeah. Chris was like, "What cool things have you done?" And I was like, "Oh God, oh no, I don't know." Uh, I I had to open the announcements to remember what I did. I made a game.
Yes, you
It's
did.
about bugs, and it's not technically about bugs because it's about arthropods and other invertebrates. How about that? I took a test on invertebrates today and I didn't do well. Anyway, if you would like to see stuff I think I did all right with concerning invertebrates, I made a game and it's about being an invertebrate and piloting around the discarded exoskeleton of some larger arthropod like a giant mech, and it's super nerdy and I had a lot of fun making it, and you should play it if you would like. And also if you play it, you should let me know how it is because I really would love to know. Uh,
Link in chat.
link in chat. Link in bio. Like, subscribe, comment. I'm a little bit
Smash.
all over the place. Yeah. At the end of the announcements, though, hello, here we are at the end of the announcements. We want to give a huge thanks to those who supported the TTRPGs for Trans Rights in Texas bundle and the bundle for Ukraine. Both got an amazing amount of support and reached well over their initial goal numbers. So thank you so much if you supported or spread the word. The TTRPG for Trans Rights in Texas bundle raised $406,000, which is wild. And so each charity will get divided by two,
200,000.
$203,000 approximately, which is just incredible and is going to help so many trans people. And that's good. I'm a fan of trans people.
Oh,
And
really?
then yeah, I just think they're neat.
Mm,
Pretty cool.
yep.
Yeah. I don't know any though. Anyway. Anyway.
So that was a
Uh,
lie.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a lie. Surprise. I know trans people. Also, hello. It's me, trans people. I'm trans people. Anyway, the Bundle for Ukraine raised $6 million,
Billion?
which is a million.
Oh,
Yeah.
I was like,
Yes.
That would be a lot.
Yes. Agreed.
6 million is still just a fuck ton.
Yes.
And that's also just incredible. They will be split, that the money from that will be split between the International Medical Corps, which provides medical assistance in the region, and the Voices of Children, which is a Ukrainian organization that helps children cope with the horrors of war, PTSD, readjusting to school, and getting back to being kids. So that's good.
Extremely important, yeah.
Yeah. That's my spiel, the Pokemon that's just a seal but round.
Around
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That the end. Does anyone else have anything to add? Any-
I feel I must also give my weekly shout out to my mother because
yeah.
she gets very upset if I don't.
Hi, Chris's mom.
hi, Chris's
Hi.
mom.
Hello, mother. She's very upset that the Tar Heels lost last night. Very, very upset. And because I was on the phone with her today, and she was like, "Make sure you tell everyone that I'm not happy about the basketball game." And I was like, "Okay."
Oh no.
We're
Well,
sorry.
Yes.
we'll shoot some 3-pointers tonight for you.
Yes, I'm gonna.
Yeah.
Yes, we're going to go
Get
for
some
some
buckets.
3-pointers tonight.
We're gonna get some.
You come across a basketball court in the middle of the woods.
Yep.
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 I need to make the 3-pointer. Oh no. I hope I don't get red carded. Anyway, back to game. Anything else anyone wants to say? Actually,
Yeah, my family were actually cheering for your team. If that makes you feel any better.
thank you.
Oh, that's right, because Kentucky lost very early on, didn't they?
We did. We lost against. I don't even remember their names. They
Yeah, they were very unknown, is what I heard.
yeah, a very unknown team. Yeah.
Is
I
this
don't-
not like the NCAA
Yeah,
basketballs?
March Madness.
Yeah.
Yeah.
it is. They made history themselves by getting as far as they did.
Mhm.
The ones that beat Kentucky. But yeah, that's wild.
Anywho, sports ball.
Yeah, sports ball. I don't really watch sports ball, but my family does. So
Dribbling.
osmosis is
Yeah.
If I ever spend more than 20 minutes with my father, I suddenly absorb all of his understanding of sport ball game.
Yeah.
And I think part of it is because he used to coach all of these different sports. He actually still coaches soccer. And so he'll just be spouting off lingo, and I'm just like, yeah, I know. Yep. Everything I understand, it's all happening. Still don't know what offsides are in soccer. Don't care to know. No one explain it to me. I don't care.
Okay.
However, I
Okay.
can tell you all about Blitzball, which is a game in Final Fantasy X.
No.
Incredible.
Stop me, please. Stop. Go. Go.
Did we get donations?
Did we do it?
I think we did, actually. Hold on, let me check.
Ooh. What you got?
Let's see here. Hey, Crackety Jones donated $50 saying great cause.
Thank you, Crickety.
Hell
Thank
yeah.
you.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Shout out.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, Mars, do you, since we have a pause, do you want to lead us in?
Sure. I don't really have an intro for this week. I was going to have one, and then I forgot to write it down. So I'm just gonna say welcome to Monster of the Week.
Ooh.
Boogity,
Whoa.
boogity.
Oh.
Hopefully I didn't cut that off, but we'll see.
So yeah, creepy baby.
Yeah, it looked good.
Okay.
Yeah.
So how wet is this Mothman?
Wow.
How wet?
I'm so glad you've asked, because I've been waiting all week to tell y'all how wet this Mothman is. And I'm gonna stop talking now.
Well, actually, no. You need
Actually,
to
no,
talk.
I
about
don't
it.
know.
Continue to
talk.
talk, actually.
I'm
Please
going to
talk.
talk about something else. Sort of being. I'm going to recap last week what happened. Basically, y'all found out about Wet Mothman. That's the important part, honestly. You. Brain got distracted. Anyway, yeah, we're in Fogwell, as we've been for season 2. There is someone has been abducted by a wet Mothman.
Ew.
Yeah. That's the important stuff.
Yeah, that's good.
Is there anything else that anyone would like to add?
I think. No, please.
All I was gonna say is
You first.
I believe right now we are outside the hospital in Whitebridge, correct? And we're like facing the
That is
forest.
correct, yeah.
We're like in the area in which we saw in the security footage that the individual had been taken, I believe. Yeah.
Yep.
Well,
Standing
through my
over a
bone
wet
magic.
Mothman, right?
Mm-hmm.
Through my bone magic, we saw he got taken by Wet Mothman. And we know Mothman went into the woods, not unlike Masha just ran out into the hallway.
Masha,
Lord-
Mothman,
Masha's
very
about to come back.
similar.
Listen, I've never
moist
seen
Mothman.
Mothman and Masha in the same room. I'm just gonna
That's
say that
so
right now.
true.
You've got me there.
No. I have though.
Okay.
You
yeah.
have?
I trust
Yeah.
us. then.
Damn.
Yeah, it was a Gen Con,
Ah,
Oh, okay.
but not wet Mothman. The Mothman that was with us. Completely
that
dry.
is true. We have in fact never seen Masha and Wet Mothman in the same room.
I leave for 30 seconds and now I'm wet Mothman? What is
Exactly.
this?
Yeah.
I realized I didn't have my notes. I want to get my notes. I'll be wet Mothman. I have so much Mothman shit. Hold on. My dice tray
Nice.
has a little guy. He's got a little Mothman. My
Wow.
AirPods case is a little Mothman.
Chris,
I got my
we don't-
Mothman shirt. I got my Mothman pin. I got other Mothman shit. I am the Chunkabungus.
You know,
I'll take
I
it.
got gifted a Mothman pin this week, and I was gonna wear it, and then I forgot to, and I just now remembered.
Chris, you and I live pretty close to Mothman. We should like go visit sometime and
Yeah,
do
we should
something.
really
There
visit
is
Mothman.
a Mothman festival. I think
Yeah.
it's in September. You
It is.
should go.
I
in
was
September
going to
the
go
Mothman festival.
in 2020, and then something happened,
Mm.
and I
Weird.
wasn't able.
The panini.
Anyway, so Mothman. So we
Yes.
know Mothman is in the woods. And I believe we're about to venture off to hunt down the Wet Mothman.
Oh, and Fig found the slop.
Yes, Fig did
Yes.
because the only way we know that this Mothman is in fact wet is by finding the wet flesh goop that seemingly has fallen off of him while he hit the trees.
What did you say?
And
Yeah.
Mars, you described it so well last week. It was fleshy paper mache.
Fleshy paper mache.
Yes.
Fleshy paper mache.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If I can
delicious.
add to all of the notes and things that happened, I don't know how much was discussed in the 30 seconds that I left. But as we were finishing up our discussion, first of all, we found the goo, and we know that it's a wet Mothman, maybe because Cole and his internet friends were able to confirm, and we all decided that there's a Discord server for young monster hunters, and I just think that's really rad, and would like to be invited. If anybody out there is a member and wants to send me the link, it'd be like that. We know that it is bigger than a human, with a 15 to 20 foot wingspan, about 7 to 8 feet tall. And the smells, because I wrote all of them down, all of these smells of the goo.
All right.
Smells like old metal, like pennies.
Mhm.
The forest, salty, flesh, campfire, sulfur, like in Yellowstone. The plains. I can't read the last one. And as the fog grew thicker, we heard the croak of a very large frog.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And also, I have a hold.
You do have a hold.
This is my note.
I'm glad you have that written down because I definitely didn't.
Excellent.
But yeah, here you are standing in front of a smack dab between a hospital and a spooky forest. You've looked at this Mothman print on the ground, sort of like where the creature attacked this person. It has left a sort of wet imprint, as if a bird of prey in the snow type residue, but like that shape, but wet residue. And you notice there's some on the trees, and you heard a croaking in the woods, and it is not like it is not a big bullfrog. It is like you feel it in your chest. It is, if it is a bullfrog of some sort, if it is a normal frog, it is the biggest frog you could possibly imagine, because you can tell it's far away. It's not like you don't see a giant frog sitting in front of you, but it feels like it is sitting on your chest almost, with how loud it is. And how deep it is. And it's just kind of, it echoes a couple times in the forest, and then it goes quiet again. Yes, I should mention, there are lots of good frog noises, like a desert rain frog, which does a little scream, and a coqui, which makes a sound that sounds like coqui, and chorus frogs and cricket frogs, which sounds like crickets, and it sounds like a bullfrog. It sounds like very much that kind of standard, like, ribbit, but it's 100 times deeper and 100 times louder.
Keeper, what time of day is it right now?
It is a little before dusk, probably like 4 in the afternoon.
Okay.
Cole's going into the woods.
It's pretty misty in there, right? You described it as very foggy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
It's foggy in there.
Arthur's gonna grab Cole's shoulder before he runs off too far.
I'm gonna grab Arthur's shoulder.
Oh, okay.
Are we doing a little?
No.
Like, what do they call it? Conga line? Are we doing a little conga line?
Oh. We need to think, just very quickly. Do we have flashlights? I'm sorry. Do we have torches?
Oh my
sorry,
gosh, you're so British. It's so funny.
The smug look on Sal's face when he corrected
Very
himself
good.
was the greatest. Like, torches.
Yeah. Right. I'm on Arthur's team that before we go in there, we got to make sure we have equipment. I mean, Cole, did the folks in your little internet thing computer situation mention how to defeat a Mothman? I gotta admit, in all my years of tracking, I never came across the Mothman or a Mothman that I know of.
Yeah, me either. It's gonna be great.
Well, if they're a moth, maybe they're attracted to light.
Every time that Arthur removes his hand, Cole tries to go into the woods.
Oh my god.
Like, just constantly just ready to go. He's excited.
Cole, what's your plan? You know what I mean? What's your plan if you get right in front of Mothman? You gonna punch him real hard? You think that's gonna do something to him? He's goopy.
He's goopy. That means he's immune to punches. What do you mean?
I mean, I've got an axe.
That's true. And he's been pretty mean to the trees in those woods.
Wait, have you not attacked anything with your axe?
Define anything.
Something
If
breathing.
trees are anything, he sure has attacked those.
Or something
Trees do
with...
breathe.
Okay. Okay. Something with a heartbeat.
Why would I attack something with a heartbeat with my axe if it wasn't?
He's not a murderer.
Arthur's just gonna kind of like turn and look at Fig and be like, for backup maybe.
Look, I mean, in all the training that we do together, and you can tell Fig is kind of like training in the way that she's saying it. I haven't let the boy swing it at me. We just haven't gotten to that point. Listen, we could just focus on reconnaissance if we think that we can be stealthy. Especially if there is a man whose life is on the line. I would hate for him to just be dying out there in the forest. But it could be 6 dead somebodies if we go out there without proper planning. I mean, hell, remember the siren? We almost all fucking died.
I was okay.
It's best we do this then. And Arthur's gonna take out his sword, and he's gonna point it at Cole, and he's gonna say, "Show me what you got."
Oh, we're doing this right here? This seems a little dangerous.
This is not what I meant. Oh,
I don't...
Okay, well, Fig, you pull out your gun. Let's you and me go.
Okay. All right.
I can't have you watching my 6 if I don't know that you can protect someone.
Well, then
you
let's
can
go.
Use that thing. Okay.
Philip's like counting how many people are here. Like 6. What the? There's like 4
Arthur's
of
gonna
us.
give it like a bit of space, and he's just gonna get in a stance like 6 feet away from Cole, and say, "Whenever you're ready."
Okay.
I really don't feel like we have time for this. This is neither of the 2 options that
And
we
he
had
swings
going
at him.
on.
Cole attacks.
How do you want to do this, Keeper?
Yeah, how do you want to do this? Keep it. I bet you didn't expect this to happen at the very beginning of your
PvP.
history.
Fucking
Expecting
PvP. God. Just let them kill each other. It's fine.
I guess just oppose tough, right?
I guess
Or just have Cole roll tough and see if he succeeds at doing anything. Because if he rolls poorly, then he doesn't. And if he does, you know.
That sounds good. I'll have you roll kick some ass, and then Arthur. I'm assuming Arthur's the more experienced one here, and Arthur doesn't actually want to harm Cole.
That would be the intention. Yes, I do not want to run him through. Correct.
That's good. It's plus tough either way, but basically, Cole, I'm gonna have you roll kick some ass, and then Arthur, I'm gonna have you roll like protect someone, basically.
Okay.
Okay, well I rolled a 5 and a 6, plus my 1 tough.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Cole was waiting for somebody to do this.
Apparently.
That is very good. I rolled a 5 and a 3, which makes it an 8, and then I have a +1 to tough, so it's a 9. So it's still a mixed success.
All right. I think the way that it plays out is that Arthur, you're kind of you have the weapon advantage here. Cole's got like a little. It's like a fireman's axe.
Those are things,
right?
Gnarly.
It's not like a war axe or a pole axe or anything. It doesn't have the range. It doesn't have like Arthur's sword is a blade made for human combat. But so I think he maybe isn't taking Cole quite as seriously as Cole is taking this, and Cole rushes forward and kind of startles Arthur.
You can also let Dustin describe it too.
That's a good point. I was just gonna, yeah. Do you have a way you want this to go down, Cole?
I can, but so what exactly is Arthur's plan, if I may ask you?
I think Arthur, he doesn't doubt that Cole has spent a long time using this axe. I think what Arthur is searching for is the follow through. You know, like the hint behind the eyes that Cole's not going to like hold back the axe at a pivotal moment. Does that make sense?
Sure. So I think now Cole technically has two weapons at all times, because Cole has the fire axe and he also has actual martial arts training. Like that's actually a weapon that I have. And so I think what happens is Cole rushes in with the fire axe in hand, holding it as you would see a fireman hold it, and he, rather than swinging the blade at Arthur, he grips the axe itself tightly, and uses the shaft to knock the blade off balance in Arthur's hand, swoop around behind him, and sweep the leg essentially. Like, because I don't think that people like, because when somebody says I know karate, like you don't take them seriously in real life. But and he basically sweeps the leg, and the next thing Arthur knows, the axe head is at his throat.
Very
and
good.
Cole is kind of like standing over top of him.
Does
like
your does your unarmed? I'm assuming the martial arts counts as like the unarmed strike or something. How much damage does that deal?
It's not a whole. Let's. Martial arts training, one harm, hand, innocuous.
Excellent. Right now I have battlefield awareness from the professional, which gives me 1 armor. So I think you do knock Arthur down, but he manages to like roll back and get on one knee. But your axe is already there when he gets up. You know, and Arthur's just gonna kind of look up at you, or look up at Cole and say, "Right then, he's good."
Okay, well, now we know the power dynamic. Cole is now the strongest one here. And therefore the leader.
He was holding back, and then Cole's going to start walking into the woods again.
Oh, boy.
Cole.
He's so valiant.
And now he's like, he does have a bit more of a spring in his step. He's got the axe resting on his shoulder. He's just kind of like walking into the woods.
Arthur is going to look back at Fig and just kind of like give her like a very small grin and just kind of like shrug and follow Cole into the woods.
Oh, I feel like this is a bad idea, but all right.
Okie dokie. I'm sorry. So, can you do your track? Like, can you track your thing? I feel like
Cole has just forged into the woods. Like,
okay,
Cole,
cool.
Cole, just like,
Yeah,
I'm gonna go in.
I trust him implicitly, so here I go.
Fuck around and find out.
Brad, I'm glad you said that, GM. So I have a move
Oh,
Oh.
interesting.
I know the move.
called "What Could Go Wrong."
Fuck around and find out.
Whenever you charge into immediate danger without hedging your bets, hold 2. So would you count this as that?
Yeah, I would count this as
Excellent.
that.
Good stuff.
Yeah.
Okay. You can spend your hold to inflict +1 harm, reduce someone's harm suffered by +1, or take +2 forward on an act under pressure. So those are the 3 things, and I have 2 hold that I can then spend that on. I'm going to note that down on my sheet. But yeah, anyways, good luck, everyone. This is what you get to look forward to with Cole venturing.
Yeah. All right, so Cole has forged on ahead.
I'm gonna fucking do what I set out to do. I think that I kind of already spent my hold to follow the trail some distance. No, I haven't. I think I spent the hold on how big it was,
Mm-hmm.
and maybe how fast it was moving. Does that sound right? Did I already spend it on follow it some distance?
I think you were
Does
like,
anybody
I'm gonna
know?
spend it on follow some distance. I don't think you asked how fast it was moving.
Okay. Well, let me read my tracking moves. I'm sorry.
Mhm.
Follow its trail some distance, determine how long ago it was here, identify how many there are, figure out how fast it was moving, and get an idea of how big it is. I know for sure we addressed how big it is. We know
Yeah.
how many there are. I think we know how long ago it was because of Philip's question.
Mhm.
So, but I don't remember if I actually like asked another one or not. Either way, Fig is gonna be following the actual trail
Mhm.
that was set, and I think that she will call out to Cole and just be like, Cole, please. All right.
Yeah.
I'm an expert. I'm an expert tracker.
So
He's not.
as you're following this trail, the forest is dense and foggy, but luckily, unluckily for you, this wet Mothman has left a very obvious trail, and it seems that the farther this thing goes, the longer you follow this trail, the more goop seems to be coming off of the Mothman.
No.
Uh, uh and after maybe half an hour, 45 minutes of following this trail, there's like a most of the goop you've been seeing is kind of on the tops of trees or on tree branches, or you can see that this thing was like flying and it was kind of gooping off there. And the trees in this forest are tightly packed, and you can see after walking for about 45 minutes that something has broken through the trees, as if it fell or it dove or landed, and on the ground under this, like, in this kind of clearing that's been made by presumably, I guess Fig, you would be able to tell, like, the goopy Mothman tried to land, like, or landed, and in this landing site there is just so much goop. Like, there is it's like a nest of goop. Have you ever seen those birds that make those nests with like their own spit? I forget what they're like, cave birds, and they make their nests with their own spit. It's sort of like that.
Oh my god. Ew.
Yeah.
Unexcusable, you made that up.
Ew.
Masha, what did you Google? Tell us.
Well, I found it. I found it, and it's horrible here.
Yeah.
It just looks gross.
It looks gross.
This is, I don't know what whose fucking blog I just posted. It's for the Andaman Island Destination Guide. But yeah, it just got a nest made out of his own mouth.
It's like hot glue.
A
Yeah.
little.
That's
Oh,
fun.
apparently, it's a delicacy
Yes.
to eat.
Yeah, I did. I looked it up and I kept getting pictures of soup and people eating things. I was confused.
When people talk about bird's nest stew or soup or whatever, that's the bird nest they're talking about. Is this like spitty bird?
So they
That's
just they boil the bird spit.
I don't know how it's like the bird's nest in bird's nest soup is this goopy spit bird.
No,
nest.
listen.
Snack
Welcome
Check
to the Snack Check
podcast. Yeah,
podcast.
Snack Check
Just
podcast.
really quick. I just want to say really quickly. This thing is priced at $4,000 per kilogram.
The spit?
The spit.
Yeah.
We need to start scooping that shit up.
Yeah.
We have addressed a lot of cursed shit on this show. I have said a lot of cursed shit. This is the first time I feel like I am actually broken. That people go out there and they get these nests that birds have shat in and
Yep.
boil it into a soup.
Yeah.
I just want that bird to spin my mouth.
Listen, I
All
eat
right.
it. That's all I'm gonna say.
Over.
So quick
Holy
question. As
shit.
we're
No,
all right, reset.
stream's
I'm
over.
gonna spin.
Stream's
I'm gonna
over.
spin in a circle. I'm gonna leave. I'm gonna come back.
So do us a favor. Just run the intro again and let's just restart.
We're starting over.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just
All right,
run
I'm
the
back.
intro again.
Oh my
I'm
gosh.
back. I'm back. Everything is fine now. So question. I know that I, Fig, have made it to this clearing. Is Cole here, or where the fuck is he? Because I just want to make sure we're not like fully split party right now. Because I think that if Fig was following the trail and Cole went fucking perpendicular, she would have gone and got him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm not gonna walk for 45 minutes in one direction and let this poor young man clamber through the woods.
He's already
Yeah,
there
full
with
volume.
Tupperware, just like scooping it.
This stuff is 4,000 kilograms per $4,000 per kilogram. No, this is a goopy nest, right? Like it's gross.
Yeah. So it is. I guess if everyone's there, this part of the forest is mostly evergreen trees. I can't remember what the right name of them is. But there's that layer of pine needles on the ground, and there's this goop that some of it appears to be like the blackish kind of gray goop, or it's like blackish gray material like suspended in like a clearish gray goop, that some of it is that is familiar to you, but there's also more of this goop that seems to be older. It's kind of hardened, as the creature has kind of made some sort of nest, it appears, with using this goop and the pine needles, and suspended in running in weaves throughout the nest amongst this like clear goop is a clear like gray hardened goop is are other colors as well. Dustin, what's up?
I love Cole. You guys know that, right? Like I love my character so much. He falls in it.
No. Cole, that's incredible.
Yeah, he falls in it.
Yeah.
What a
Like-
good
like-
mundane.
Like,
Oh
like,
no, my best
like,
friend.
here's-
I
here's-
guess
here's
I'm
what I'm
going
thinking
to.
Yeah, here's what I'm thinking happens is that we were slightly separated. Like you were following it
Mhm.
directly. He comes in from the side and just like there's like a slope into this goop, and he just slip and slides right into it. Like he just
Yeah. Yeah,
like-
there's like a little there's it's not completely liquid. It's some of this liquid has like hardened into kind of walls of a nest. And this nest is actually I'm not going to I'll let you try and investigate if you want to learn more about the nest, but there's like a little like wall around this nest, sort of like the walls of the nest, and I think you just kind of trip and then you just kind of slide, and it's
I don't-
real unpleasant.
I don't even have oops. I just
Yeah.
I just thought that would just be
Yeah, you don't even
know,
get anything out of it, because at least
I
with
don't.
oops, you get something out of it.
No,
Yeah,
Dustin gets satisfaction. In
I
some
do,
way,
I
shape, or
do.
form,
Yeah.
he gets
this
satisfaction.
this
And
it's
Cole
just
gets
you
stinky.
know that if this were a show, this is exactly what would happen.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah. So you've happened upon this awful and like it reeks. It smells.
Oh.
It's it's like oranges when they've gone bad get this like musty, citrusy smell. It's like that mixed with pine needles, mixed with like decay, and it's so unpleasant.
Nice.
Yeah.
And now Cole has it on him.
Okay, best buddy,
Very
let's get out of there.
cool.
As much as fun as that looks.
Yeah, Arthur's just gonna kind of like watch from behind Fig and just say, "I think we're doing great so far."
I don't think this is a normal thing, you guys.
Does it taste good?
Nope. Sure doesn't. I can unfortunately confirm, and he's like slowly standing up and like
If Philip's
Trying
gonna
to-
like float rise up from the ground and then lower himself down and try to pick up Cole and to pull him out of there.
Yeah. And it's goopy and slippery and gross,
Oh,
but it's
hold
not
on. Oh,
sticky.
hold on. Hold on. Gotta get a good grip. Hello. Okay. Let me really. Okay. Just tell me if my fingernails are digging in. I don't
Ow!
have much of them left.
That's actually kind of almost like a tad weirder because it's like the way that you've described it is as like a viscous thing, but it's not sticky.
Like, what is that? Like
Yeah,
what? It's like it's like that water that's thicker for old people. You know what I'm talking about?
No, it's
No.
like it's
No, there's like a type of water for people who have like a
yeah.
problem swallowing like
Okay.
normal water for some reason. That's like really
Haven't we
thick.
talked about this before?
I think
I don't
so.
Or am I thinking of something else?
I don't know. Anyways,
It like it stays stuck to you, but it's not like you're not stuck in the nest.
Right.
It's like I can picture exactly the texture in my mind, but I'm like I
Me
know, but I can't figure out how to like what I'm comparing it to in my head.
It's-
But it's like
it's snot. Just say it's snot. It's snot.
it's not snot. It's like a little
It's-
thicker than snot.
Is it like
mucus.
those slimes
Like a
that you
mucus?
get in the gotcha machines?
Sort of. It's like
Is it like those toys that you can squeeze and they have like goo that comes out of them, but then when you release the goo slurps back in?
Mm.
I'm not familiar with those.
Let's keep
No,
playing
I'm
this.
familiar
Is
with
it
that.
like game?
Is it similar to like Squid Game?
It's like
Is it like Among Us?
Is it similar to Among Us?
Is it sus like a mogus?
Is it sus?
It's a very sus.
Would you describe it
Texture.
similar to the love of a loved one?
Is it bigger
Yeah.
than a Pikachu?
It's
Would you?
a
Is it
goopy
actually?
nest.
What's
Would you
So
say
yeah.
it's similar to
Pokemon?
SNES from, or
Okay.
Pikachu.
Anyway. Yeah.
Fuck.
So Cole climbs out of the gross goop.
Oh man.
Yeah, goopy nest time.
The nice, delicious Jello of goo.
Man, I love the way with words that we have as a group.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean-
Anyway, so should we just hang out here because this seems like a nest? Should we like hang out here like a little stakeout?
It's almost like shitty gelatin. Like that's
Okay.
almost the texture.
Okay.
Like it's got chunks in it.
Okay. Okay.
Oh,
That
okay.
actually leads into my question. I wanted to
Okay.
ask: are there any like visible bones protruding from the nest or the goop?
Delicious.
There are not. There are like. There are not, but the walls of this nest are kind of thick. Like it is. It's a ground. It's on the ground. And it sort of slopes in on itself, and so it could be like buried in the goop. But at first glance, it seems almost tidy. Like if you were a goop monster making a goop nest, this would be a pretty good, clean space. Like things don't seem to be just like kind of haphazard. You can tell that this seems to be some sort of like living area. This is not a like a
This is prime real estate right here. In the
Yeah.
in the goop spitting monster community. How much would you say they're paying rent a month, for this space?
Well,
It's free real estate.
it's free real estate. It is free real estate.
That's good.
Yeah. But they have to make their own goop, so let's bring your own goop. But the real estate.
BYOG. I mean,
BYOG.
that's usually
Everyone feels that. Gets that, yep. Can I would like Arthur to I think it wouldn't be the wildest thing to say this is a bad situation. In general, can Arthur read a bad situation?
Arthur can read a bad situation.
Okay.
He can't read, but he can read a bad situation.
That's right. Oh, hell yeah. Nice. Okay, so that's a 6 and a 4, which is a 10 with a +1 to sharp, so an 11.
nice.
All right.
So I get to hold 3.
Yep.
I think of the following questions: what's my best way in? What's my best way out? Are there any dangers we haven't noticed? What's the biggest threat? What's most vulnerable to me? And what's the best way to protect the victims? I think Arthur will say, or I'm specifically asking, are there any dangers we haven't noticed?
You take a glance around this, like you are looking around this kind of clearing, and you hear that echo, that croaking noise again, that frog noise, and it sends a chill like into your bones because it is closer now, and it is, you are not yeah, that you hear that croaking, and everything else around seems to be quiet. There's, as you've been walking, there's been birds and there's been insects, but in this clearing it's just quiet. It's as if like something has cleaned this area out of wildlife.
Well, it's not completely quiet because there's the sound of a sword unsheathing, and Arthur's just gonna kind of like call out to the rest of the group. I'm not sure how much like visibility we have, like how thick the canopy is. So I think Arthur's just gonna kind of like attempt to adjust his eyes to the darkness, or to like the dim light in and of itself, and just kind of call out to the group and say, "We're not alone here."
Oh, do I know that? I feel like I'm never alone. Because, well, honestly, okay, there's a lot to unpack there, really. I hate
Philip, be ready.
Do you want me? What? Be careful.
And you hear the croaking sound again.
Philip, combat mode.
Combat mode. Here, wait, Cole, strike a cool pose and I'll float behind you. It'll be like in the anime.
Yeah, okay.
I'll spend my last tracking hold. I just kind of assume that I have one last one. I want to know how long ago Wet Mothman was here. Like, is it Wet Mothman that's here right now, or is he gone?
Ooh, good question. I'm trying to think of how you would get this from from what you're seeing right now.
Been following a lot of the goo. Some of it's probably dry.
Yeah, I think
I don't know.
But different goo from the spit.
It's the same goo. Like it's as if this creature produces this like mucus and it just uses it for everything. Like
So the mucus is the same thing as the flesh, but paper mache.
All-purpose
yes.
mucus.
Okay.
Yeah, the mucus is the flesh, but paper mache is like, yeah, there's like strings of some sort of like fleshy stuff inside this mucus, basically. And you can't really get to feel the texture of whatever's inside, but it's the same principle basically. It's the same mucus
Very
grossness.
very quickly. Anonymous donated $20 about like 18 minutes ago. We missed it, but thank
Oh,
you,
nice.
Anonymous.
Thank you,
so much,
Anonymous.
Anonymous.
Thank you.
Did they leave a
Anonymous.
note?
They did not.
Oh,
But still, thank you either
spooky.
way. We
Thank
are
you,
a little bit
Anonymous.
closer to
Yeah,
our
thank
second
you.
milestone. Yeah.
Hell yeah. Yeah, it's goopy and awful. But you think that this thing was not here too long ago. Like, it is, there is the goop stops going from the trees, like being on the trees, and then there's just kind of a pile of it, that's like, it's like, yeah, there's like a big pile of it, and then there's like a path, a trail that continues on, but only about to the edge of the clearing, and then it seems to like just disappear. Like it seems to have like it had like cleaned itself off or something.
Keeper, is underneath like the kind of like the fresh mucus, is there like a hardened mucus underneath, or like a kind of like a denser mucus, since it's still kind of like slough?
It's no, it's like a sloughed off. You get the feeling that looking at this like nest thing, and the kind of pile of gross mucus, that seems to be very out of place. You get the feeling that normally this creature like uses this mucus has a purpose, but it's
Okay.
almost like this thing had to like get rid of it and then motor, basically.
Okay. Gotcha.
And you hear the croaking sound again. And
I could
I guess
burn down the forest.
I guess I'll tell you that do I want to tell you this yet? No, not yet.
Okay.
All
I
right.
do.
All right, Keeper.
I think
That's fun.
I think it just I think that you just hear this
Keep your
hear
secrets.
this croak and you feel it
All right,
echoing
keep your
around
secrets.
you. I will keep my secrets. And it doesn't seem to be frogs have different types of croaks, and
So true.
they make different sounds based off like what the croak is intending to convey. And earlier it seemed to be just sort of like a noise. It was just making a noise, like almost like a mating call, like it was making a mating call, but like you don't know if it was just if that's just like how this thing seems to do, or if it was actually like looking for a mate. And now it's making a threatening.
I think
But you can't tell
Philip's
where
going to. I think Philip's gonna put up his frog hoodie and zip it shut and be like, "Do not worry, friend. I am a frog too." Ribbit, ribbit.
Uh-oh. Philip, I'd be careful about acting like a frog when there's a frog that seems
No,
to
don't
want...
worry, don't worry. It's like we'll be best friends.
Animals react like when there are predators nearby, right? Like they typically are like pretty nervous and ready to go, right? How's Fig's friend feeling about now?
Good call. Good call.
Big, do you want to describe how your friend is, or
Well, how is he? Because I
He's-
imagine he'd be having a bad time, but I don't want to...
yeah, no, you'd be right.
Okay.
He seems to like be very interested in the goopy nest. But like you know your little guy, and he's very curious, and skittish as well, but you know, you think maybe in this moment that the curiosity is winning over your little guy's heart for a minute, because you think maybe that like the threat is very present, but your little guy seems to always kind of know what's gonna happen a couple seconds before like it happens when it comes to like threats and stuff. And the fact that he is like, I imagine he's kind of like crawled down your like pant leg and like is just kind of on the ground like sniffing around in this goop. And the fact that he is not like hidden in your jacket makes you think that like maybe it's not like, it's definitely close, but maybe it is not going to attack first, or like maybe it's still in the like warning stage of like, get away from me. Not quite in the striking phase yet.
Right. I don't think that we have much time left here if we want to figure out what it is we're doing, because that thing sounds unhappy with us being here.
Keeper, what's visibility like?
It's not great. It's not awful. Like, night hasn't fallen yet. It's foggy in these trees, and the trees are pretty dense. But you could see, like, you know, for probably a couple 100 feet, maybe like 150 feet in each direction. Obviously parts of that are like blocked off by like it's not a clear view of 150 feet in each direction, but
that's actually not that bad. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Arthur's just gonna be kind of like being mindful of where he's stepping, and kind of like doing kind of like a little perimeter walk around his group. And I would like to expend my second hold for read a bad situation and sit and ask what the biggest threat is.
Ooh, I think the biggest threat here is not knowing what's after you. I think the like this frog thing is definitely posing a threat. But where'd that Mothman go? What'd that Mothman do?
What's that doing?
Where, like, there are a lot of unaccounted for variables, and there are a lot of questions still to be answered, and you don't know, and those variables make things so much more like threatening. Right now the most immediate big threat seems to be this frog, but again, it could just be like a freakishly big, like magical freakish big frog. Like it doesn't, you don't know anything about this thing.
I think again Arthur's going to call out to the group and say, I know this creature seems quite close, but let's not forget why we came here in the first place. And he's just gonna kind of like continue alternating into like, you know, the tree line and like around as he's moving.
Can Philip just? Can I just fly up and see if I can get a better look at whatever may be down there?
Yeah, you go ahead. I'm gonna have you investigate a mystery to see basically if you can like find it.
All right, cool.
But yeah.
Yeah, that's a 3 and a 6. which is a 9. I have 0 sharp, so it's just a 9. Let's see. Investigate a mystery. I feel like, what sort of creature is it? I feel like is the answer that I want the answer to, or where did it go? I don't know. I feel like both could apply, but I feel like my gut reaction is what sort of monster creature is it? Just to see if like, because I feel like, I don't know. Anyway, you see Philip just go,
Uh,
I take to the skies, and he rises into the air.
yeah, and you rise into the air, and about basically kind of just out of sight, like probably 200 feet away, there is and kind of well camouflaged. There is a giant frog. Like it. I think Cole probably has like one of those big maps of the U.S. with like all the cryptids on it of like different areas, and uh that seems in character for Cole, but I won't make Cole decisions. And you look at this like big weird frog thing, and you're like, that looks like that. Like it is an anthropomorphic frog. It is a frog on hind legs. It is a Loveland frogman that is is yelling. It's croaking in these woods, and you can't find the moth. Like you look up, you're hearing you don't know, you don't see the Mothman.
Okay, cool. Well, I guess I'll go say hello to my new frog buddy.
Okay. I'm
So Philip,
very excited for this.
yeah, Philip still goes down. He still has his frog like disguise up as he goes down because he thinks maybe that'll help in this social situation.
Do we see, like Philip like flying away from where we are?
Philip, are you
Probably.
trying to hide where you're going at all,
I
or are
think
you
Philip
just
out
like,
loud says, "Oh, hello, new frog buddy," and goes after him.
all right?
Boy.
Then I think you see Philip just like cruising through the trees, going towards that goopy trail. It feels like the frog might have been following the goopy trail.
Arthur's just gonna kind of
Everybody's following the goopy trail.
Arthur's just gonna kind of like look back at Fig and just kind of begin heading in that direction. Do we have?
I'll note it's the ground goopy trail. It's not the one that like the Mothman goopy trail that was in the trees. It's like
the one that disappears on the ground.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
I guess
Hello.
he might need
Hello?
backup. Right then, and he's just gonna. Arthur's just gonna go.
All right.
Yep. Cole's already heading that direction too.
Sounds good. Fig, are you
Slipping
staying by
and
the
sliding.
nest?
No, I am
Yeah.
absolutely gonna go to where everybody else is because this is giving me anxiety.
Mhm. All right. So you are you trying to? Okay, I guess we know what Philip's doing,
Yeah.
which is not at all trying to sneak up on this thing. Are the rest of
No.
you trying to be like quiet at all, or are you just like traipsing through the woods?
I think Arthur's just trying to catch up to Philip.
Philip, where are you going?
Yeah.
I think Fig is the same. She just wants to like beat him to the punch almost because she doesn't. I don't know. It just seems like bad times afoot.
Mm-hmm. And I think you all come across this clearing at the same, or not this clearing, this creature at the same time. Philip, you kind of descend from the trees.
Hello.
The rest of you break through the forest, through the tree line, I guess. And you see this anthropomorphic frog creature, and it's just like, it looks like a big bullfrog that's like standing on its hind legs, and like it just looks like like, it doesn't look weird. It doesn't look harmful. It doesn't look bad. It just looks like a frog guy.
Hello.
Until it doesn't.
Uh-oh.
Because this frog opens its mouth to let out a what you assume is another croak. Or no, it doesn't, because it's a frog and it's letting out a croak, and they don't open their mouths to do that. They have a big air sac that they inflate, and this thing inflates its air sac, it inflates its chest, and then the sac seems to like fill up with mucus, and it starts to like slough off, like this skin starts to slough off. This frog creature is getting like, it's right now it's about 4 feet. It's like it's like a really awful, like, oh god, how do I even describe this? It's like you have like one of those like it's like something is coming out of this slime, just by the nature of the slime falling off the frogman, and in front of you, this frog, the like ribbit is silenced by this mucus filling up and sloughing off this creature, and as you are all standing there just in shock because it is gross and it smells so bad, it starts to run, and as it's running, it's like dropping these big puddles, or like piles of mucus and like flesh goop, and it's turning from a frog into like just it looks like a little white pair of pants.
Yes.
It looks like it's the Fresno Nightwalker. It's just like a little guy with pants. And he's just running through the forest, just fucking booking it. And he's gross, and he's slimy, and he's awful, and he just came out of the Loveland Frogman.
Incredible.
Yeah.
On that extremely appetizing description, should we go ahead and take our 10-minute break?
That sounds like a good plan.
Hell yeah. Cool. It's like at the half hour right now, so we'll say like 40 after the hour, or 20 before the hour. I don't know. That's
41 after the hour.
Yeah.
It's the 31 now.
I feel like by the time
Don't
that we
you dare
finish, I feel
Don't
like
you dare short me my 30 seconds.
I mean that you know that you do really need those 30 seconds as much as you can.
Shut
But
up.
I do feel like it's about to turn 8:32 by the time we do transition. So we'll just say or the 42 after the hour. We'll see you. Feel free to go get a snack so that you can join us for our snack check. But we will be right back.
Bye-bye. See you later, alligator. After a
I
while,
can't believe
crocodile.
you've done this, Mars. I cannot believe you've done this to me.
Blah,
I
blah,
cannot
blah.
believe
All the
you've
cryptids
given me
wet.
every cryptid. but they're good. They're good pants. Shout out to my mom for helping me find a good pair of pants.
Shout out to Masha's mom.
Shout out to Masha's mom. I'm assuming your mom is watching. I don't know if she
She's
is, but I'm
super not.
I'm waving to her anyway.
You know what? That reminds me. Everyone, tell your moms to watch us.
Yeah.
We really want to cultivate a community of moms.
Yeah.
The more moms, the better, is what I always say.
I will be taking that out of context. Thank you, Chris, for the gift.
Yeah, that we gotta clip that one. Yeah. My mom.
See, when
didn't
people
look into-
say tell your family and friends, I just mean your family, specifically your mom.
Uh-huh.
Will you tell your mom about us?
Hey,
I
tell
did.
your mom about us.
I think it's time. I think we're there.
I think it's time that
it's
you tell your
time.
mom about us.
Yeah.
We've been spending, 4 hours a week with each other. I think
Yeah.
it's time.
I think
I
it's
think it's
time.
time to introduce us to your mom.
Yeah.
Introduce your mom to us is really what we should say.
Yeah. This is
It's
a
our new-
one-way relationship.
It's our new charity stream goal.
Yes,
Your
at
mom- your
$500.
Your mom can come on stream. Come on.
If you donate $100, your mother can be on stream. Congratulations.
We'll invite her. We'll play Among Us. It'll be great.
We'll play
She'll
Among
love
Us with
it.
your mom.
Your mom will
We-
love it.
Not you. Not you. You're not
you. You're not
just your
allowed.
mom.
This is specifically me and your mom time.
I have a
Just
mighty
Chris
need
and your mom.
now for a version of Stacy's mom where it's like not that you're in love with Stacy's mom, it's that like you invited Stacy's mom to play tabletop with you, but not Stacy. Like Stacy, I love that you've made all these characters, but can't you see
Stacy's
your mom's
mom, she got a nat 1. She's all.
Wow.
Thanks.
maybe there's no reason
Stacey's-
this hasn't been made yet.
Yeah. The song Stacy's Mom has been forever ruined for me because of the Stacy's Dad parody, which I found has
Very
a
good.
fucking Giles. Everyone's thirsty for Giles, and I can't listen to that song without remembering that fact, and I go, oh.
What about thinking about how hot Giles from Buffy the Vampire Slayer is? What do you mean?
Not hot.
He's so
He's
hot.
old.
Mars, he's old now. Because
He
he's
was
old now.
Yeah, because age. That is what age does.
It's not hot.
It's what the years, man. It's the years they take it from you.
Speaking of hot things, snack check.
Sorry, I'd like to. I know that we have the chat as part of our stream now, but I want to say that Crackety said, "My mom hates it. Thanks." Also, hi Bartleby.
Hey,
And Sydney has said season 3 rotating GMs, but every new mystery the GM is a new mom.
Yeah.
Does that mean that like my mom has to come in here and try to run us through a mystery? Because I
Yes.
can't even imagine.
No,
This-
no.
Well,
what
no,
an
no, no.
interesting way.
Run us. You're not here.
No. No, also false. Run our moms.
Oh, you mean
Oh.
we get each of our mothers in a Discord call, and then they do their own turntable stream.
I don't even think my mom knows what Discord is.
Well,
Well,
there is a high barrier to entry, but we'll make it work.
yeah, I think we can make it work.
What an interesting way that would be for me to come out. Is just like, hey mom, surprise,
Mother, hello.
hi. Anyway,
Snack check?
Yes, snack check.
snack check. I have a moon pie that I found in the cabinet. That's what it's called.
I wish I had a moon
yeah.
pie.
Nice.
Got
It's
Are moon pies Little Debbie?
you got
I
RC
don't-
Cola? No, they're Moon Pie.
Oh, moon pie's its own thing. Weird.
It just says moon pie on it. I'm a little scared. I don't know if I've ever had a moon pie, but
I get a Moon
I-
Pie and RC
you-
Cola.
You will like it. You will like it, Mars.
You will. I always
complicated.
felt like moon pies were a little too dry.
That's why you gotta
You
get
gotta-
RC Cola. I'm gonna
most
fight.
Wow.
you can
Go.
microwave it.
Interesting.
I feel like I opened a can of
I have
worms.
a little mini chocolate snow cone from Trader Joe's. Or it's not
Oh,
not a snow
yeah.
cone. It's
The ice cream
Yeah, the
cones?
ice cream cones. Yeah,
Oh, I love
Those-
those
It's
things.
just the cone, not ice cream.
ice cream.
Okay. Because I know I
See-
saw that on TikTok that they had made like the I don't think it's called dumbbell, but it's like the
Drumstick.
drumsticks. Yes, they made like drumstick type things, but it's just the bottom cone with the chocolate filling. It's not like there's no ice cream, which I thought was weird. And so at first I thought that was what you were eating. It was just the little bits, the little tips of the cone.
Nope, it's got ice cream.
Okay,
Yeah.
good to know.
The bummer of those things from TJ's is honestly one of them is not enough. Like you gotta have two. Then if you have two, you can have three, and then you've eaten the whole box in one afternoon, and you're not gonna go back to TJ's for a while.
Literally, I was talking to Sydney about it, and she was like, "You need to have one now, and then have one for Snapchat." And I was like, "You're so right. My wife is so smart."
Thank you, wifey, for encouraging me to eat a lot of ice cream.
One of the many reasons he married her, I'm sure.
One of a plethora.
One of the countless. is what
So
he always tells
Dustin,
me.
what do you have for check?
I
snack?
have steak and pretzels. Like
Mm.
these are separate things. They're not
No,
like-
I think you should please make a little sandwich with the pretzels and the steak, please.
Don't do this to the
And let me
man.
watch.
Don't do it to him. Oh,
Yes.
Man, this podcast would be so interesting, guys. Like, honestly, like...
Because it would be audio only, so they wouldn't get to see him do that.
That's true.
I can only imagine that tastes perfectly fine because you're just eating a salty bread with a steak.
yeah, pretzel buns are a thing. Like,
Yeah.
Trevor makes them all the time.
Speaking of wild food takes, I don't know if Amanda's in chat right now. Hi, Amanda at I am a T-Rex. What the fuck is with the tomatoes on peanut butter bread?
I don't think she's here, but I will let her know.
I'll just clip this and send it to her because I can't stop thinking about it and not in a good way. Anyway.
And it gets like toasted too, doesn't it? Or no?
Yeah.
I don't even want.
That
And then
could
I
be
think there's like
interesting.
thyme on top of it. I don't know.
So wait. It's like
think
peanut
it's a
butter toast,
Canadian
but
thing.
with a tomato on it.
with
Yeah.
tomato slices on it, and then
That's
it's
actually, I
toasted.
feel like that could be interesting because like there's a certain freshness the tomato adds that could be quite compelling on the density and the saltiness of the peanut butter.
Never come back.
bold.
You know what? I have found out something recently regarding peanut butter. We're the only country that cares that much about it. Apparently, in Europe, they don't like typically just put peanut butter on bread with jelly and call it a day.
Yeah, they just put beans on toast and say,
Yeah,
"All
it's much
right."
better.
Yeah,
Beans
like
on
it's
toast
just,
slaps.
Beans on
I-
toast
I
does
just-
slap.
I didn't
Hard to
know.
disagree, but okay.
Oh my god. The discourse. See, we gotta have a whole podcast.
Guys,
to-
if you
the-
want to see a snack
the
check
tomato
podcast,
beans?
make sure to donate to the Trevor Project below.
I don't think we've made that a milestone yet, but yeah, still donate.
Well, we gotta.
Still donate just in case. Anyway, I'm drinking black tea and lemon cookies out of my Batman mug because I love Batman. We'll see Batman in theaters now.
Man.
Are you the Batman promo guy? I was making a joke and then I kind of forgot what I was saying.
Are you secretly Edward from Twilight?
It's so true. I love Morbius. Jared Leto got to stay in character, and so he had to use crutches to go to the bathroom, which made recording shoots very long.
Every new fact I learn about that man, I just hate him more.
He really
Which
is an interesting character.
Astounding.
I'm not a big Jared Leto fan.
In cooler movie news, the coolest movie of all time comes out this week.
Sonic 2?
Sonic
Sonic 2!
Sonic 2.
Hold on, I want to do my snack check so I can start actually eating it.
Oh.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yes, go.
I have creme brulee that I made, and I don't know if it's gonna. Do you hear the clickety clackety?
We do hear it, yeah.
We gotta. Oh my god, my microphone's gonna fall into my creme brulee. Everything is terrible.
Just let the microphone crack it. Ooh.
Ooh.
Mm.
You know, I've never had creme brulee.
What?
Neither have I.
Creme brulee is so good.
Never had
It's
it.
pretty good.
Correct, D. Jones. I'm sadly not having hot Lipton. It's sadly just. I think it's Twinnings.
Mm. Y'all, this is some good shit right here. This is some good shit right here. I'm sorry. I'm just gonna be here for a second, really enjoying this because this is a 2-day operation. I'm done. I'm done.
Mm. So good.
Also, I'm agreeing with Chris's assessment on moon pies, which is dry, and I don't have RC cola or any other type of cola or water or milk or any
should
other
get a-
Because like
liquid.
they
should
would
go
always
get
have
a
moon
beverage.
pies in my elementary school cafeteria, and I would always be like, well, I want something sweet. And so I would get one, and then I'd just be very disappointed because I was like, "Oh, my mouth is dry." And then I would eat napkins because that's what I did in elementary school.
Me too.
Correct!
Oh my gosh!
I also once. This was in middle school, but I did nervously eat a napkin during Age of Ultron. When I
Okay.
watched it, I was just like
Interesting.
picking at it, and I nervously ended up eating a whole napkin during Age of Ultron the first time I watched it.
No, it would be a thing where my mom would pack my lunch, and then I would finish the lunch, and I'd be like, "I'm still hungry," and then luckily she would leave a napkin in there, and I was like, "Well, might as well keep going."
I thought I was weird because I would like eat mustard, but that was only because like the kids around me thought it was funny.
Like straight mustard?
Yeah. Like from the little squeeze packets or
Well,
whatever.
that's
Oh,
normal.
sure.
Well, I feel like that's better than because that's meant to be eaten. And
Yeah.
consumed.
I thought I was weird for that, and now you guys are telling me that you ate napkins for
Paper.
Only
paper
for
hungry.
my napkin eating only lasted me like from like kindergarten to the first grade. I eventually stopped.
Oh,
I
yeah,
would
same.
hope so.
I'm still not partaking of the napkin, but
Definitely not.
Push
Yeah,
his, push his
same,
box
for
of
sure.
napkins deeper underneath the bed.
Yeah, that's. I don't secretly have those for snack check every week.
My trick was just eating straight lemons. Because when I was 8 years old, I ate an entire bag of what are they called? Like atomic airheads in one go.
Holy shit.
And I've never been able to taste sour things the same since. So I would just eat lemons and everyone would be like, oh, and I would be like, delightfully tangy, yet robust.
My grown up food sin apparently is not liking root beer or Dr. Pepper. Like I hate it. It's not good. It's bad. I don't know why people like it.
Aksha.
Interesting.
One.
Please say that out loud.
Yeah.
One.
wait,
We're all
into
sharing,
hot
Masha.
apple cider because like I understand what you're saying because I like to melt like string cheese and just eat the melted cheese.
Yeah.
But the specifically into hot apple cider is interesting. Can you elaborate?
I thought this was a safe space.
It is
We're not
a
judging.
safe space.
Me and Mars just said we ate napkins. We're not judging.
I know, well that's the
I am
thing. You guys are
judging.
eating napkins and I'm talking about melting cheese and you guys are like, that's fucking disgusting.
I mean, it's kind of weird, not gonna lie,
How
but I
dare
just
you.
like an elaboration.
So elaboration, yes, those like apple cider packets. I don't know how it came about, but I think one day I just like put the whole thing in there and I just like watched it melt like a fucking psychopath. And
Oh,
then I
like
took
it
I
melts
took a
in
bit.
the apple cider?
You
or the
melt
apple
it into
cider's
the
hot?
apple cider, and the apple cider's hot because it's a hot
Okay.
apple cider. And then you take a little spoon, and then you break off little pieces of it, and then you eat it because it's melted.
She just froze.
That's
What a-
what.
That's the
No,
complete
but this actually got
opposite
me
of
thinking.
what that string cheese did.
Yeah, I'm really curious about what that string cheese did, but like it reminded me because the first time I had apple cider was I had found it in the fridge in my at my house, and I was like, I thought it was apple juice, so I unscrewed and just and drank it and instantly threw up because I hated it so much.
Anyway, I'm very passionate about apple cider.
You know, I
Um,
actually hadn't had apple cider until I went to college because they would have Like the college town that I was in would have like winter festivals, and they would do like hot cider competitions, that you could like walk around during the winter time and drink them. But I had never had it up until that point, so that's cool.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of food crimes I commit regularly. Pickles and peanut butter is good.
I think that makes sense. To me, that's the same thing.
Yeah.
To me, that feels like the similar track of peanut butter and tomato.
Because tomatoes aren't salty.
No, but
Or
no,
like
no, 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 no.
vinegary.
But the peanut butter is already salty, whereas the cucumber is just adding more salt and a little bit of an acidic zing to it, whereas the tomato is adding a freshness.
I just don't like tomatoes at all, so
Yeah.
it definitely.
Again,
doesn't sound
I've
good.
never had this, so I'm fighting. I'm going up to bat for something I've never tried. But I'm just saying, in my mind, it makes sense. Anyway, I've come around to tomatoes because originally I didn't like tomatoes at all. I hated tomatoes. But recently, as I've gone around, because in high school, goodbye, Masha.
Masha, no?
I am Mars.
Here, wait. I can fix this. Oh, no, never mind. But in high school, when everyone and their mother was coming out with chicken
Masha.
sandwiches.
We are Masha. Bum 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 bum.
And so I was really curious to try as many chicken sandwiches as I could. And as I was trying chicken sandwiches, I really learned to appreciate the tomato, because I found that overall chicken sandwiches tasted a lot better when they had a tomato and lettuce combo on them. Because I felt that definitely it made the experience a lot more refreshing compared to just a plain old chicken sandwich that would usually have just a mayo and pickles, which is a much denser experience because you're just eating more, whereas the lettuce and tomato added a little bit of a something to lighten the load a bit and feel more like you're make a more enjoyable experience afterwards. So I'm just trying to pan out time and keep on the topic of food.
Just so everyone knows, this is a preview for any sort of
Snack Check podcast.
Snack Check podcast. Absolutely.
But I've tried a lot of chicken sandwiches.
Has anyone ever had did anyone else ever try the cheeseburger pizza they had at Papa John's?
I never did, and it's my biggest regret. The Crown Pizza
It was actually really good.
That's,
Are we talk- or-
That's
or
your
was it-
biggest regret, Chris?
No, are we talking about this might have been Pizza Hut, but are we talking about the Golden Crown pizza that had like the hamburgers in like the full hamburgers that were like in the crust?
No, but now I wish I had tried that. No,
That's what I'm talking about. That's my biggest regret.
No, this was a Papa John's pizza that was advertised as the cheeseburger pizza, and it tasted like a Big Mac from McDonald's, but it was pizza. Like, I don't know. They Crackety Jones. Oh man.
Here, I'm gonna post this into Snack Check.
Listen, Sydney, I understand.
Little Caesars. I'm petitioning Little Caesars right now. Little Caesars. Please let me get a Batman calzone thing.
Oh my god, I want the
it.
Batman calzone.
I want it so bad, but it's just fucked with pepperoni.
I was just
and
about
don't
to
eat meat.
I was just about to
Oh,
ask
fair.
Chris if he's had the bat calzone yet.
I
did
wanted it
not
so
know-
bad, but the problem is none of my because it's Little Caesars, right?
Yep.
None of my family likes Little Caesars. If we're gonna get pizza, it's gonna be Mellow Mushroom or Papa John, and so it's a battle just to convince people to get Little Caesars, let alone a calzone, a Batman pizza calzone, which is just an extra layer of weird.
I did not know that existed. How about this? Next Tuesday, I will get one if my Little Caesars has it, and that will be my
I
snack.
think you have to get it soon. I can only imagine it'll be gone any day now.
Here, let's look
Yeah.
it up
Yeah.
because I actually do kind of want it myself.
Because if not, maybe I'll get it and eat it on the stream Thursday.
Yeah.
Also, we keep saying calzone.
wonder- I-
Isn't it just calzone?
It is calzone.
Okay.
No, it's
No, I think it's the
I think
Batman
it's
calzone.
called- yeah, I think it's like Little Caesars is like this is a calzone.
Because it's not
Batman
just a
calzone.
calzone, it's a pizza as well. So it's a cal.
Yeah. It's Also, I encountered someone who doesn't like Little Caesars the other day, and it made me very sad.
Yeah, I don't understand. It's
Never
one of
had
my
Little
favorites, to be
Caesars.
honest.
When
It's
you
just-
look
it's
up when I looked up
affordable,
Batman
and it's pretty good.
Calzone,
It's so cheap.
when I looked up the Batman Calzone, it's the first thing was review the Little Caesars. The Batman Calzone sets off a war on crime in your stomach.
I don't
God,
know
I've
how I
never
feel
wanted
about
to eat a food more.
I've never wanted a war on crime in my stomach before.
That's amazing.
Because what's so funny to me about it is it doesn't look like the Batman like signal or logo at all, and I just find it very funny.
I
What
think
is-
there's like an ad for it, like at my college or something. Like I have this like picture in my mind of every time I leave my writing class at a certain door, my brain like associates that with the Batman Little Caesars calzone. I don't know where I was going with this. Calzone.
One of these Google articles also says "Taste Vengeance" with Little Caesars, the Batman calzone.
Hang on, I
Thanks,
gotta
Nerdist.
look at that. Of course, it's the Nerdist. I gotta.
See, I don't wait. Hold on, I'm checking the Little Caesars app now.
Yeah.
Oh, it is calzone. You're right.
I was never wrong.
Yeah.
I said
Also,
you're right.
hot new date idea.
Okay.
You go see the Sonic movie.
Mm-hmm.
You then split a Batman calzone.
So true.
And you go back to
Listen,
watch the
Dinner and a
Batman.
movie.
Because in the Sonic movie he makes a Batman joke, so it works perfectly.
Mm-hmm.
I prefer
Also, have I ever told you about my orchestra teacher's date idea, which is called the Royal Conquest?
No.
It's my favorite. Okay. So when my orchestra teacher was in high school, he took this girl on a date and he was like, we're gonna do like, I think it was the Royal Conquest or like the Royal Triage or something. Step 1 in the date. Go to Burger King? I think it was Burger King.
I'm at Burger King with my Burger Queen. Can I please get a large fry?
Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry, that's a TikTok. That was a TikTok thing. I feel like I'm the only one here who's on TikTok.
I've seen it like reposted. I just wasn't expecting
They
it.
have the Batman calzone cheese option here in Austin.
Yeah, they
Oh
do.
my
Yeah,
God.
they do
We
it.
So we
order
just need to
a
go to
Batman
Austin
calzone
and get the
cheese.
So we just need to go to Austin and see Seoul and get the Batman calzone.
Exactly.
There you go.
But you go to Burger King, and then you pick up sliders from Burger King, and then you go to Merlin, which is like a tire change place, because you're in high school and you're driving your mom's car and you need to get the tires replaced. And then you go to Enchanted Castle. And that's the date. It's called, I think it's the Royal Conquest. And that's a real date that my orchestra teacher took a girl on in high school. And it's my favorite date ever.
Because of the practicality?
Because of the practicality, the theming, the everything. It's perfect. It's the perfect date. Anyway.
Yeah.
You know what else is the perfect date? Me.
Oh. Gonna back up.
Very
Gonna
smooth.
talk the talk. You're gonna walk the walk, sir.
Well, I mean, Saul, do you want to go on a date? Let's go.
I'd love to.
Okay.
When? Where? When are we doing this? Come down to Austin. We'll go mini golfing.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Awesome.
And it won't be cursed at all.
Oh, never mind. Not perfect.
Oh.
The place is
I-
cursed. The
Yeah.
time we will have will not be. But
Okay.
yeah. Very fun.
I feel like we should probably get back to the mystery.
Yeah, I think so. too.
Yeah.
All right, that's what we were doing.
No, it's so fun because I've started to do stats for every episode of how much time we spend like actual role playing, and this is going to be a very interesting episode.
Yeah. The mystery is actually why Masha thinks it's okay to melt string cheese into apple cider. Anyway, I will never let this go until I try it, and it's probably fine.
It's fine. I mean, like apples and cheese are like a regular ass combination.
Yeah.
I wouldn't
Marsh,
like
white napkins.
drink. I wouldn't.
Yeah.
I wouldn't drink the apple cider after. You know what I
Okay.
mean? Because then it's
Okay,
just
that
like
makes
oily.
it so
and...
much better. I feel like a weight has been lifted off of my chest. You're free to go now. I feel so much better.
I'm glad.
Anyway,
So where were we?
mystery.
Goop, weird frog thing turned into a pair of pants. Let's go.
Yeah. It's running through the woods.
Did
What
that
you gonna do?
did that frog just become pants?
I'm so confused.
Its
I-
nature is just so majestic.
That frog just molted into pants. And then Cole just starts running after it. Get back here!
All right. Are y'all running after Cole?
Yeah.
Yes.
Slash the
If-
Fresno Nightwalker?
If you don't, I get experience. So like, it's whatever.
Yeah.
I shall rise and fly after the frog. In...
All
oh
right.
wait, let me play music.
All right.
I'm gonna have who's leading this? I guess Cole, are you leading this?
Sure.
If you can make an act under pressure roll for me, that would be great.
All right. Cool. I would like to spend one of my hold
Okay.
from the what could go wrong earlier to
Mhm.
take +2 forward on an act under pressure roll before I roll,
Hell yeah.
All right.
Nice.
and then I'm gonna roll.
Love to
okay,
see it.
let's see. That's 3 plus 3, which is 6,
Mm-hmm.
plus the 2, 7, 8, plus 1 cool is 9.
All right. So that's hard choice, price to pay.
Yeah, unless
Okay.
someone's helping out.
I mean, remind me what you're trying to do.
I'm running ahead. I'm following this thing.
Basically, chase down this guy.
Right.
Chase down this pair of pants. Let's go.
Yeah. Chase down this creature.
Yeah. I honestly I don't know how how Arthur could help.
Which is fine. I mean, maybe you can't. I'm just saying that.
I mean, I guess
It is-
Arthur could run up and be like, "In your nose, out your mouth."
Oh. Can I, if no one else is doing anything, can I use magic to try to trap a specific person, minion, or monster?
Ooh.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out which way. Like, yes, you're able to. I just have to figure out which way I want to resolve stuff in narratively. If we want to, actually, I'll give the hard choice right now is basically you will be able to, you can either catch up with this thing and like basically tackle it to the ground or whatever you want to do with it, but you'll lose the rest of the party. I assume, yeah, you'll lose the rest of the party.
I mean,
Might as well.
is that even a choice? Of course, I'm gonna do that.
Yeah, I kind of got the feeling you were, but
And
I guess it might make sense for this scenario to it splits you and Philip off because Philip is doing the magics.
okay, that's not
Um,
as exciting because now I can no longer use my move. But that's okay.
But yeah, I guess you guys the side of the monster, I guess, that Cole came in on was a little bit clearer. So when this thing started running, Cole just bolted off after it, and Philip doesn't really have to deal with like big
I just imagine
having
Philip just
to-
T-posing, just flying through the forest. Like he's
Yeah.
not like he's not like leaning forward, he's just perfectly straight, like floating forward, you know?
threatening. I love it. But yeah, there's you've solved my you split the party riddle.
I did it.
I did it, yes!
You did it. Philip, if you want to roll magic.
Okay, I rolled a 5 and a 4, which is a 9 plus my 2 weird,
All right.
is an 11.
So you do what you set out to do. Works without issues. So you can describe how you trap this thing.
I think as it's running, it sees like Philip, like as he's floating towards, just like moves a hand out, and like the vines around the. No, I think a bunch of like bones from like dead birds and rats that have like sort of come across the forest ground over the years. They like come out of the ground and form like weird makeshift hands to try to like wrap around and grab this creature and hold it in place.
Very Tim Burton.
Terrifying. I love it. Fig or Arthur, you have lost sight of Philip and Cole. What's up? What are you doing? Are you just running in the same direction? Are you gonna catch your breath? What's up? How y'all feeling back there?
Fuck.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Arthur's gonna look at Fig and say, "Can you track them?"
Yeah. They're not exactly sneaky people.
Keeper, sorry, Masha, I didn't mean to interrupt you. Keeper, how much more time do we have before night falls?
I'm gonna say so it was like 4. It's probably about 5:30 now. So somewhere between half an hour and an hour. It is definitely getting dimmer.
Okay.
I think probably like half an hour until the sunsets completely, and then like an hour until it gets like completely dark.
And so I remember we brought it up, but I don't think anyone ever answered if they had a flashlight.
I feel like Fig would super have one.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Cool. And then
Yeah.
Philip glows, so
Yeah.
hopefully.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Hopefully they'll be fine.
Arthur will just kind of like look at Fig and say, "I'll follow your lead."
Excuse me.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to just get these two goobers back in my sight and, follow them.
All right.
I don't know what the best method to do that is.
I'm not sure, but I think we're gonna switch back to Cole and Philip, and then because you're gonna have to spend some time looking for them. They can't have gotten far, but I think you're gonna have to take some time like picking their trail up, and that's gonna give them some time alone with this creature.
Oh, good.
Before you guys show up, so I'm interested to see what happens here.
I think Philip like floats to the ground and just sort of like wipes off like non-existent sweat because he does not have pores on his face, and just goes, "Whew, gosh, Cole, you have no idea how stressful that was. I mean, seriously, gosh,
Yeah.
I just hate having to chase like those who run. It's crazy."
Yeah, it was You did good. You really worked hard for sure. Did you get it?
I think I did. I summoned I think I got it with like little bones.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna go. And he's just
Oh,
gonna like.
the little fella's tuckered out. Oh, he's so sweet. Anyway, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go walk up to this thing.
Mhm.
Is
And
it like?
It is like it clearly kind of became whatever it is right now for speed, and it's a pair of legs basically. It cannot fight back at you, but it is trying to escape. It is trying to, like, you can see more of that, like, goop kind of start pouring off of it, but it's a lot thinner this time. It's and it doesn't seem to be transforming again. It's not it seems to just be kind of like getting everything. What?
Okay, well,
This thing is like a ditto from Pokemon. It keeps transforming, and it's made of goop.
I don't know what that is, but it sounds fun. Anyway,
I'll have to teach you.
you're so knowledgeable, Cole. Oh my gosh.
Okay.
Anyway,
And it lets out this thing kind of lets out a weird cry. It's like a sort of like a strained gargling noise.
I think
Yeah.
Philip like holds a hand, and his hand sort of like glows with green fire, and he's like, "It's rude to interrupt."
No, it's okay. Philip, it's okay.
Do I sense that this thing has like a heartbeat or anything?
Is that something Philip could do?
I don't know,
I mean, it
but I'm
looks
just
alive.
I'm just saying. Can I like check its pulse? You know?
I mean, it's not currently in a like a humanoid sort of form.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
But it seems
Yeah.
to be alive and kicking.
Yeah, Philip's just trying to determine like whether like his opinion on things based off of whether they're undead or like a actual breathing living thing.
Mm-hmm. It's breathing, sort of like it's not a. It's a weird thing right now, but it
Okay.
appears to be doing some sort of breathing. It's kind of like it's got a the top half almost seems to be like going in and out like the rise and fall of someone's chest, but it doesn't seem to have a mouth or a nose or anything. It's just sort of like
Expanding.
you know.
Okay.
Yeah, expanding and contracting. And
Okay, well, I got to say, I don't, I just don't know how to approach this guy. He doesn't seem to want to be my friend because he ran away from me, and I really, I'm just sort of, Cole, I'm just so tired of people running away from me.
Yeah, just it's okay, Philip.
It's so rude. I'm just, and it's just, oh,
To be fair,
it's
he ran away
so
from
tiring.
me too, so it's okay.
Huh?
He ran away from all of us, but
Well, that's extra rude on his part. It sucks. It just sucks.
Cole's gonna approach the trap creature.
all right,
Slow.
it's kind of yeah. It's trapped. It looks at you and it's just got like these dark, beady black eyes, or not like yeah, I guess kind of beady black eyes, and it just looks at you and it looks like frantic, but also like it looks like an intelligent animal, if that makes sense, where it's definitely got that like animal fear, but it's not just like it's thinking through what's going on right now.
It's like a horse.
Yeah, like a horse.
Well, giddy up, doggy. I don't think that's the saying.
It's okay. It's okay.
Is it
Okay,
still in
hopefully-
pant form?
It's still in pant form, yeah.
Okay, so where are the eyes?
Form.
It's okay.
So wait,
So
can Philip put it on right now like pants?
No, it's not actually.
no.
Ah,
It's
damn.
The Fresno Nightcrawler is a cryptid. Let me see. I've got cryptid tarot cards that I'm shuffling around, and I'm seeing if there's one.
It's also known as the Fresno alien. I googled
Here he
it.
is. Yeah. So he's just like little legs.
Oh, okay.
But he's got like
Oh!
a
Bless you.
torso-y
Sorry.
head area.
Excuse me.
Okay.
I thought you were
but-
scared of the thing. That's Masha. I thought you were like, oh my gosh.
No, that was a very aggressive sneeze that I couldn't
Yeah.
stop.
That's okay. Okay. Sorry.
Yeah, so he's just like he's just legs, but he's
He's
got like a top
Okay.
part. Yeah.
Okay. I see.
Like if you put legs on a mushroom, sort of.
Masha, I'm looking at this screenshot you sent.
Mm.
I feel like that's it. Like, I feel like that's just like I've made marks like that in Photoshop. You know, with like just like the brush tool. Just like,
Yeah.
I didn't make it.
okay.
Don't come for me.
No. I'm not saying. I'm just saying like in general. It's like, oh hey, thanks Furf.
You're
For
welcome.
Yeah.
subscribing for 13 months
With Prime.
with Prime.
It's Prime, you say.
With Prime.
With Prime, you say.
Whoa.
Anyway, back to the pants.
Okay. It's okay. I'm not here to hurt you. Just breathe. It reminds me of an animal. Where's Fig?
Most things remind me of animals.
Fig is coming.
Yeah. Okay.
Did you-
Remember
Okay,
what-
friend. Blink once if you don't want me to kill you.
Alright.
Blink twice if you
Philip?
want me to kill you but bring you back.
Philip, I'm gonna take your jawbone. Shh.
Don't take my jawbone, it's in my jaw.
Okay. Remember what Fig taught us
Oh god.
about animals.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
To put them out of their misery.
He's going to slowly reach his hand out.
Jesus.
I'm pretty sure she said it's okay to pet wild animals.
Oh, it's just like How to Train Your Dragon.
Oh no! Oh. I want you to act under pressure here.
Okay. I'm
Because
not
I
gonna...
think this thing is like responding is sort of maybe gonna respond to your energy. And I want you to act under pressure to see how what kind of vibes you're putting off.
That's gonna be 11 total with my +1 to cool.
All right. So it calms down a little bit. It stops like pulling at these weird awful bone hands. But it is still it's still like producing more of that mucus. That's just like
He's
it's
coated
like
in it
someone's just like consistently pouring water on it almost like it's still thicker than water, but it's so much thinner than before, and it's just like consistently producing it now. But it's not actively struggling right now.
Okay. It's okay. It's okay. See, no sudden movements. No aggression. It's okay. Okay. I still have no idea what this thing is.
Are you touching this thing, or are you reaching your hand out to it?
He's reaching his hand out to it, but he's not touched it yet.
Okay.
Do you
But
want
if-
me to touch it?
But if certain people don't show up that are,
Mm-hmm.
the voice of reason of the party, he's gonna
Yeah.
touch it.
I think it's
speaking
funny if you touch
on
it,
if they
touch
show
it.
up. Yeah, I was gonna say it's up
Touch
to
it,
you
touch
to
it, touch
decide if they show up ahead of time. Otherwise, he's gonna touch it.
Touch those
All
slimy
right.
pants. Touch those slimy pants.
I guess we're gonna do a
Act under pressure.
investigate a mystery, I guess.
Oh, that's true.
If Arthur or Fig wants to investigate a mystery to figure out where your comrades went.
Well, I was actually hoping, unless Fig, do you? Have
Unless
anything?
Fig has a
Yeah.
special move, yeah.
Otherwise, Arthur does have something.
I mean, I can just try to track again because it's my thing. But if Arthur feels like he has something that is more exciting,
I mean,
story-wise,
I'm okay with maybe Fig rolling for tracking, and then if necessary, Arthur can do
Okay.
the thing. Yeah.
yeah, sure. Fig is going to try to figure out where the fuck these two have gone.
Just
Only thing about tracking is the verbiage of it is when you find a spot where a monster has been, you can look for a trail. So I'd have to follow the monster still, but we definitely
Yeah.
know
Fe-
where that is. I think.
Philip's monstrous. Yeah, I think it's like, yeah.
Okay. Alright.
we couldn't just follow.
Why would you say that about me, Mars?
We couldn't just follow. What's it called?
Philip is-
Cole's Axe body spray.
Oh,
Hey.
Sorry, Old
Wrong,
Spice.
wrong axe.
Mm.
Yeah, he's his own
Hey.
spice. You're right.
a
I don't know. I feel like there's an argument to be made for if Cole and Philip are speaking full volume in this forest, we'd probably be able to find them.
That is a good point.
Cole
But
is not doing that right now, though, because he's trying to stay calm with the.
all right, that's fair.
Philip, however,
Yeah,
is
I
fine.
think that Fig would probably just try to figure out where they went.
I will also say, as you've been in this forest is weird. Like, it is. Fig, you've been in plenty of forests before. Arthur,
Oh,
you
yeah.
probably have as well. I don't know how many of them you remember, but you've probably been in. You know what a normal forest is like, and this forest feels weird. Like, it feels like things take like sounds don't travel as far, but then other sounds echo, and then it feels like there's where is this constant fog coming from, and why is it always there, and it feels darker than it should be, even though
It's eerie.
it's eerie, and so it's definitely
Chris, you good?
I messed up. Stop. I messed up. This is what I was trying to do. Please, don't call me out like this.
Sorry, Mars.
basically what I'm saying is I'm not even sure you would be able to hear them even if they
okay.
were talking at full volume, because this forest is weird.
Right.
Fair enough.
So
Shall I roll?
go ahead.
All right, we're gonna try to track again. We're gonna roll a 6 and a 1, which is 7, plus 3 sharp is a 10.
Holy shit, y'all
God,
are
I love
rolling very
having-
well.
God, I love having 3 sharp. Okay. Yeah. Follow its trail some distance.
Yeah.
Fig is trying to follow where they went. Ideally.
How are you trying to go fast, or are you I'm gonna just walk? Or basically what's the speed at which I imagine we're cutting between Cole lowering his hand to the creature, and then
Yeah,
we see Fig. Are
I
they
think Fig is
meandering, or
running. I think Fig is running
okay.
because it's just oh fuck. Philip and Cole are alone with this monster, probably. This is bad. You know? Between the two of them, they share a brain cell. Let's get over there as fast as possible.
Yeah.
Um,
together to share the brain cell.
Huh?
At least we're together to share the brain cell.
That's
Yeah.
fair.
True.
I also feel like y'all egg each other on too.
Yeah.
I don't know what you're
Do
talking
you?
about.
Do you feel this way?
Kill him, Cole. Kill him, Cole. Kill him.
Oh my god.
Arthur, I am assuming you're following Fig.
Yes, yeah. I don't need to
Alright.
do my thing because she knocked it out of the park. So.
All right. I think Fig and Arthur, you kind of burst onto the scene just as Cole's like fingertips come into contact with this thing, and Cole, your fingers burn. Like, this feels bad to touch, but when you go to pull your hand away, you're covered in that like liquidy stuff, and it feels like you're still touching it. Like, even if you move, when you move your hand away, you're still touching it, and it still is burning your hand, and you can't seem to get away from touching this thing.
So it burned Cole's hand as well upon touching it?
It's like it's an acidic burn. It's not like a heat burn. It's like an acidic burn.
Gotcha. So, but it didn't happen earlier when he fell into the goop?
No, it did not.
Okay.
Ow. Ow.
Hey, guys,
I
hey,
think-
whoa, what on earth has happened here?
Philip's going to place a hand on the creature and be like, "Did you just hurt Cole?"
Okay. Are you threatening it? Are you trying to hurt? Like, what are you trying to accomplish here?
Oh, I'm threatening the creature.
Okay. I think I'm gonna have you. I think you do it, and you put your hand on this creature, and Philip, it burns, and it feels like it's
Uh-oh.
like you're. It feels like it's drawing something out of you. You are sustained by a magical energy, and it feels like this thing is drawing that out or feeding on that, but it's also like burning at your flesh. And as I guess you've come into more contact with it. I think Cole only kind of put his finger, like just his fingertips, before kind of was startled by the rest of the gang arriving. But you've just put your whole hand on this thing, and you can see that like it's like it's pulling away your hand. It's like it's taking the flesh on your hand and creating it into tendrils of flesh that are encased in this like goopy shit.
I think Philip's gonna pull his hand away, and then he's going to be like, "Welp, I guess I must send this wretched creature back to the depths."
And are you gonna try and attack it?
If no one's gonna stop me.
I just showed up.
Yeah,
so
same.
I don't know what the fuck is going on.
Philip,
So
wait.
Philip's like slowly rising into the air.
Mhm.
Yep. Yes, Miss Buddy?
Philip, stop. Imagine if I had, swung an axe at you the first second I saw you.
You're so right. I love you so much. You're such a good person.
It's scared.
What is going on?
It's scared.
Philip starts crying black like sludge. I wish I was a better person, Arthur.
Don't we all?
We can all improve, but Fig, it reminds me of like a horse or something. It looks scared and aware.
Like a horse.
Yeah, look, it's just like the front part of a horse.
A guy who's only seen a horse. This is giving me mad horse energy.
Yeah.
Cole, well, if that's a horse, it's missing its second half. I assume you just mean its, reactions. Its fear.
Yeah, like you called me.
What? And it's currently, like, held in place, right?
Yeah. But I guess that's a good time to bring this up, because you look at the bone holds the bone hands that are holding it down, and it looks like there are less bones now. It looks like some of those littler bones have been dissolved, or somehow like you can see like these mucus color strands emanating from these bone hands that are holding it down, similar to like when you touched it.
Well, I'd be inclined to just let it go, but there's a man that's missing still. That was taken by this creature when it was whatever it was 2 instances ago, but I don't think we can hold it for much longer. I'm gonna turn to the creature and I'm gonna say, by chance, you can't understand me, can you?
And it blinks at you.
Blink once if you understand, twice if you don't understand.
I thought Philip was gonna be like, once if you do understand, and 2 if you want me to kill you.
that can be our secret third option. Don't say that loud.
I think it blinks once normally, and then once like a lizard, where it like kind of closes one eye and closes the other and opens and.
Oh, that's a little.
That's all
so
you had.
funny.
That's all you had to say to win Masha over.
Now I'm very endeared to this creature.
Oh no!
I
so
also touch it. No, I'm kidding.
I give it a big hug.
Well,
take.
I
was just gonna.
I'm joking.
Sorry.
I was making a joke and. Go to you talk.
No, you.
No,
you hang up. No, you.
No,
hang
please.
up.
Hey, no, please.
I don't
You go
really
first.
understand what to do with this thing, and if it's just gonna bolt in a second, this is a confusing situation for me.
Should I banish it to the depths of hell? In not a way that I mean kill it. I mean literally banish.
Why? Like, it hasn't done anything. I mean, just because. Do we ever see that video? I'd be curious to actually see the footage of what happened. Obviously, that's not an easy thing to just go and do while we have a limited amount of time with this thing here. But if it can't understand us, and we can't understand what it wants... I don't know.
Arthur's gonna kind of like step forward and he's gonna say, I could try something.
I trust you.
And he's gonna kind of like look at Fig, and then kind of glance at Cole, but look at Fig and say, if something happens, you put me down, yeah?
Arthur, whatever it is you're planning on doing, it is not worth your life. Not in that way.
I'm not afraid for my life. I'm afraid of becoming a danger to all of yours.
I'll punch you in the nose.
Yeah, you're funny. We already know that Cole can beat you quite easily.
Fig is gonna shrug, and she's going to pull out her rifle and load it up with a bullet and not aim it at anybody because that's bad gun safety. But she's gonna keep it aimed at the floor and just be like, all right, go for it, I guess.
Okay, I've only ever done this once on purpose. And he kind of like gets to one knee in front of the pants, or in front of the
Oh
thing.
my god, you're gonna ask him to marry you!
And he's going to use...
Oh my god, pant wedding!
Sorry.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna ask this cryptid to marry me while it can't run away because its skeletal hands are pinning it to its place. I'm going to use my sensitive move to open up my brain to the psychic environment. On a 10 or more, you gain a definite impression, a vision, tangible aura, overheard thought, etc. about something important. On a 7 to 9, you gain a hazy impression about something important. And on a miss, your brain makes contact with something dangerous. Although you will find out something important, it won't necessarily relate to your current concerns or the mystery you're investigating, so long as the keeper deems it so. I think Arthur is attempting this in a haphazard way of attempting to communicate or like learn more about this creature. So I'll go ahead and roll plus weird. I actually don't think I have a 0 in weird. Yeah, okay.
Nice.
That's really gonna depend on this second dice that rolled behind. Nope. Okay. That's a 1 and a 3. So it's a 4 total. So I get to mark experience.
Do you not have a bonus to this move?
Nope. Because I have a 0 weird.
Yeah, this isn't a move. This is an alternate use magic, right?
Mm-hmm.
Big raises her gun at you.
You don't know yet. You don't know yet.
No, whatever. I shot a kid. I'll shoot you too. Arthur.
So yes. Yeah. Arthur gets down on one knee, is just kind of like in front of the creature, and is like, just kind of like pushes out his consciousness as best as possible to see like what is up. I'm excited to see this hard move.
It's like everything is screaming. Like you push your consciousness out, and it's like you've kind of it's not, you're not just opening yourself up to this creature. Everything all around you is part of the psychic environment, and it is all screaming. And it hurts. It hurts your head, and you like hear or like you feel the push of your party members' consciousnesses, and that's like a quiet. It's like a quiet noise, but it's like it's not quiet. But
sensory
compared
overload.
Compared to this like yelling, it is quiet. And you feel this creature, and it is dangerous. Like you see into its eyes almost. You psychically connect to it, and you can tell this creature is putting on a front. It is a lot smarter than it seems, and it is playing afraid. It is not, it knows it can win, and it is biding its time. This creature is filled with rage and hunger and intelligence. I think that's the thing that scares you the most, is it's smart. Like it is on par with like your own consciousness and like Fig's consciousness and Cole's and Philip's, where it's you're smart and you think through things and you make plans. It's almost like a step above that. It feels like it can
actually like I don't know, use tactics or like strategize.
Yeah.
Okay.
It feels like it wanted you to do this, and now it's like smiling maliciously at you almost in like which is a very weird psychic description to have when it's like a psychic thing. But it feels like it's 3 steps ahead of you.
Excellent. Can Arthur respond to this, or is he too overloaded by the environmental like psychic scream?
I think he can try to. I'm not sure, like...
I'm okay with doing a roll if you want me to. Also, did I take like any damage from the psychic, or...
No, it's just like, it's just everything around you is like the whole forest. It feels like everything around you is sentient and has the psychic presence, and the psychic presence is just one that is screaming, and you don't know why it's screaming. You can't tell if it's rage or terror or pain or anger. It's just yelling. But you don't take any damage.
Okay. Would you like me to roll something in order to attempt to speak to the party?
Yeah. I think act under pressure.
Okay. Wow. Okay, that's a 4 and a 2, which makes it a 6, but act under pressure is plus cool, and I do have a plus cool. So
Thank
that's
goodness.
a 7. A mixed success.
So what are you trying to do?
On a mixed success, the keeper is going to give you a worse outcome, hard choice, or price to pay. Arthur is trying to say it's faking. Kill it now. Because like I feel like in this situation Arthur couldn't make like or articulate an entire reason or sentence per se, which is why I broke it up into those 2 statements.
Yeah. I think I'm going to give you a hard choice, and that is either that by I think by trying to send out this message, it will either send it out to you won't be able to like specifically target your party members, I guess. You won't it will be as if you're just yelling it out. And this creature will respond to that. And you know it will, because you are seeing a link into its psyche, and you know that, like, it will respond, and
right.
it will, yeah. Or you can, I had another good idea for what the other choice was going to be, and then I was describing that one and I forgot it. Or it is going to draw you. Actually, here's what your choice is.
Okay.
You can yell. You can choose to like do this psychic yell, basically, but it's either going to alert this creature that like the creature is going to hear this psychic yell basically and be able to react to it,
Right.
or it is going to alert something else that is attuned to the psychic environment that you don't know what it is necessarily. Like, you are going to be able to shield this one creature from that psychic yell, but you're gonna be shouting into the void and you don't know who else is listening.
So either way, I'm yelling. In one scenario, the creature responds, and in the other one, it just like rockets
it
out.
Echoes. Everywhere. Yeah.
Okay, but in either of them, my comrades will hear it.
Yes. Yeah. I mean, you can also just like choose to not yell. If you want to just be like, nope, I think I'm going to kind of shut off this psychic link. Not gonna.
And
yeah. So
I know that there's something else out there because of like the psychic link up right now, or.
Yeah. So you're kind of getting like. You feel a bunch of other consciousnesses, and a lot of them seem to be just like kind of coming from the forest, and it's like birds and bugs and bees or whatever. But there are other like kind of bigger, more looming
things like floating floating at the edges. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Arthur's going to psychically yell at his friends. The creature's putting up a front. Kill it now. And he's going to focus it so that the creature knows, but it doesn't echo out.
Okay. Sounds good. And Cole and Philip and Fig, you all like, it feels like a thunderbolt, I think, in your brain, where you just hear Arthur's voice, and it's loud, because Arthur is yelling over the sounds that he, like, the screaming that he is hearing, but to you, it's just his voice, very loud in your head, telling you to.
And I think I'll also say that like Arthur's still like kneeling, like facing the creature, and it's almost as though he cannot move just because of the force of everything on his brain.
That makes sense, yeah.
I think Philip's gonna react instantly and set fire to this creature.
All right.
So
sounds good to me. Roll the kicks and ass.
Okay, a 5 and a 2, which is a 7. Plus, since I'm using magic, it's plus 2. So that's a 9. And I'm doing burn everything. My move, burn everything, which is 3 harm, ignore armor.
All right. And this thing, like, it kind of like to y'all who are not dealing with it psychically, it makes this kind of weird throaty growl pain noise, and then Arthur, you who are kind of connected with it psychically, it is pissed, it is angry, it is hurt and it is angry. This clearly like hurt it, but it is more focused on like, I gotta, it wants to survive, but then it wants revenge, if that makes sense.
Quick, Chris, did you rolled a 9 total?
Yes.
What's the mix success for burn everything?
There is none. It just, when you use magic to inflict harm, you can choose to inflict 3 harm area magic or 3 harm ignore armor magic.
It's
So I don't know
used
if
magic.
that.
You're using used magic. So what was the glitch?
I guess with what was just said, I guess I could say the glitch was draws immediate unwelcome attention.
I mean, and it
Yeah.
fits narratively already.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. It draws immediate unwelcome attention, but right now you're a little bit isolated, so that'll come back later. Yeah, this thing is on fire.
Well,
But as it burns, it's like I forget. I think it's like methanol or something that burns this really pale blue, so that when it's in sunlight, it looks like it's not burning at all. Like it looks like there's just no fire there. I imagine it's kind of the goop on the ground is sort of like that. The creature itself is covered in green flame from Phillips.
I think hydrogen is like that, maybe.
Yeah, something like
I don't know.
whatever thing is on fire and it's invisible.
Yeah.
well,
I have friends who work at oil refineries, and it's like a huge safety concern because they deal with those chemicals, and it's like, if there's a fire, you might not know.
It's terrifying.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah,
Well,
race car fuel burns like that.
you know one of the things that you do when things are on fire, right? You got the fire axe.
Yeah.
Swing, batter, maybe.
All right.
I mean, unless something is about to happen.
I mean, you can see as this thing is burning, like this mucus stuff is like burning on with Philip's flame. It is also building up around the creature, around the little pants, and it is becoming something else. It's sort of going from the legs up, but it appears to be some sort of like big hind legs of like a dog or a bear or something. So it is trying to shapeshift or change or transform, but
Okay.
it's not finished.
Slashy then.
All right,
Chop.
roll kick some ass.
All right, that is 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 plus 1, which is plus 1 tough, but it doesn't really matter. It's 11.
Nice.
So I will be a good little support and give plus 1 forward to Fig as I swing my axe into this thing.
How much damage does your fire axe, or how much harm does your fire axe do?
My fire axe deals, it's 3 harm, hand messy, and I will spend my second hold for what could go wrong to inflict plus 1 harm. So that would be a total of 4 harm.
All right. And I think that it like reaches up towards you to like as you are swinging at it with your axe, it is swinging itself, and as it is moving through the air, this massive front paw forms, and basically not like your axe lodges, like you get a big swaying chunk into this thing's forepaw, but it also basically gets you right back and knocks you to the ground, so you're gonna have -1 forward on the next time you attack, or like your next action.
Any damage or anything?
We just got a
Nope.
raid.
Okay.
Hey, Goblin Cave
Raid!
TV, thank you so much for the
Hello,
raid.
thank you.
Hello,
Appreciate y'all.
Goblin
Thank
Cave.
you.
Goblin Cave, hello.
We're playing
We're
Monster.
fighting who?
Yeah, we're playing Monster of the Week right now. in a dangerous altercation.
Yeah.
Very fun.
Raid.
Welcome everyone. Welcome.
I love goblins.
So Cole
Goblins
just got knocked back.
Yeah, Cole is knocked back, basically. He's the D&D equivalent of, like, knocked prone, basically.
Can Arthur try and like roll away? I don't think I don't because he opened up his like consciousness to the psychic environment and failed. I don't think he can still do anything yet. I think he's still dealing with all that, probably yelling in pain.
Yeah.
But can he at least like try and roll away from the immediate vicinity of this creature?
I think so. And I think that's just going to be a act under pressure to try and, like, move away before this creature kind of, like,
Returns.
returns its attention to you, and also to, like, kind of break away from that psychic plane of bad.
Fair enough. Oh, thank God. So that's a 6 and a 3, which makes it a 9 with a +1 is a 10. So
Woo!
complete success.
Yep. So you break off this psychic link. Your brain is, like, quiet again, and almost like the minute that quietness sets in for a second, you come back to your senses and instinctively just, like, roll out of the way right as the beast has one paw that was, like, slashing at Cole. The other one has kind of finished forming and thuds down right where you were, like, seconds earlier.
Excellent. Fig?
And it has transformed into this, like, I think kind of with that, it has transformed into this wolf type beast. It is bigger than any wolf you have ever seen, and it is built like a tank. It's a wolf from Twilight. But it is slightly more. It's like if you took a Twilight wolf and then combined it with a Buffy werewolf, because it's patchy and ugly and awful. And it when it finishes its transformation, it is able to break. It begins to break free of its thingies, the bone hands holding it down.
The restraints.
Yeah, the restraints. And it hasn't quite gotten away yet, but it's getting close.
Card games. So it hasn't broken free yet.
Mm-hmm.
But it's close.
It's close. Yeah. You estimate within, like, under 10 seconds it will have full movement.
Okay.
Fig, do your thing. Shoot it.
Shoot!
Yeah, my gun's already loaded. I did not load it with the siren bone ammo because I didn't want to waste it on Arthur.
Yeah.
Potentially. What a terrible sentence. So I've got
He
regular
wasn't
ammo
worth
in
it.
there. And I'm going to pick it up, put it on my shoulder, take a deep breath, and fire it at this fire wolf situation that's happening here.
Yeah, the wolf is still very much on fire.
Very cool. All right. I'm gonna roll. Oh no! Oh no!
What'd you get?
Yeah.
Oh,
We succeeded in our mission and we shoot Arthur.
oh no! I rolled 3 + 1 is 4, plus my 1 tough is 5.
Plus the one forward.
Oh, that's right, because
6.
well,
Yeah.
And I will help.
All right. How you helping out?
By being an absolute idiot. Cole's gonna shoulder check this thing. to hold it in
Cole.
place.
The thing that's on fire.
Cole.
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Cole, you
Oh,
silly,
he's an
silly
idiot.
boy.
This is so stupid.
Oh, Cole,
baby,
you wonderful,
no.
wonderful dumbass.
Hey, Cole,
Well,
you silly,
Cole,
silly
help
boy.
Yeah. No, I'm not gonna roll. I'm not gonna do it because Cole has the power of heart,
Oh yeah.
and
true.
Automatic
when
10.
fighting a monster, if you help someone, which, I mean, correct me if I'm wrong. I think we're fighting a monster right now. I guess
Yeah.
the keeper can
You
say
got
no.
it.
Technically.
Don't roll plus cool. You automatically help as though you rolled a 10.
Hell
All
yeah.
right. You help out.
The mundane
Ugh.
coming in clutch.
God almighty. I'm really grateful to not fail that roll where I have a weapon that does 4 fucking harm when all of you are within range.
Uh,
Yeah, okay.
uh, I think it. Where are you, like, standing?
I do want to point out to say that he's not shoulder tackling this thing. He's just shoulder checking it. He's just shoving it into place, not full on tackling this thing to the ground to get shot at. Please.
Right.
Thank you.
Yes, sounds good. Where are you, like, compared to this creature, I guess, Fig? Like, are you in front of it, behind it, to the side of it?
I'm probably in front of it. I was trying to talk to the damn thing with no success. So I'm in front of it somewhere, wherever makes logistical sense for me to have been based on where everybody else is, because we don't do maps in Monster of the Week. So
Yep. Yeah, I think you were kind of, like, in front of diagonal to it, sort of. And as it breaks free of this constraint that Philip has magically bound it with, it dives at you and you shoot it, and it lets out this horrible noise. Like, before, it seemed to sort of be mimicking the noises of, like, the animal or the creature that it was impersonating, but this seems to let out its own noise, like the noise of this shifting creature, and it is like a scream and a deflating balloon and a squelching noise all at once.
Interesting.
And it like collapses basically on top of you, and like, but it is, and this so much of this, like, transformation goop mucus gets on you that you take 2 harm, ignore armor, but it like it is dead, but at that, as you shoot this thing and it collapses on top of you and you feel the sting of this mucus begin to work to dissolve whatever your flesh, I guess. I said that and I was like, ooh, I don't like that. You hear from, like, deeper within the woods, that same deflating balloon noise, because this creature has let out a call and someone has just responded to it.
Oh,
beans.
Oh, good.
The end for now.
Oh,
Yeah, I had a
excellent. Well
feeling.
done,
Come on.
Keeper. Well
Oh,
done.
I was like,
no.
Fuck.
I was like, either we're ending this tonight or it's ending now, and that, yeah,
Shit.
Yeah, I am actually very, like, pleasantly surprised, because I had this, like, second creature in mind and I wasn't sure if we were gonna get to it. But you all rolled really well today to track the creature, So I was like, yes. Anyway, now we get my second creature.
Hell yeah.
We've unlocked the secret ending. Let's go.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right.
What?
Questions?
Yeah, Mars, you want to do end of session questions?
End of session experience time. Did you conclude the current mystery?
Not technically.
No.
No. You found my goop guy though. Did
We
you
solved your
save
goop guy puzzle.
You solved my goop guy puzzle. Did you save someone from certain death or worse?
Not yet.
I
No.
saved Arthur by not shooting him.
Well,
Well,
Yeah,
that's not
that's
how
a
that
danger
I'm
that
kidding,
you
I'm
implement.
kidding, I'm kidding, I'm
that
kidding.
that
Yeah.
means that you save people every session
Yeah.
by not shooting them.
Yeah.
Obviously.
Did you learn something new and important about the world?
Shapeshifters
Yeah, Goop
Yeah.
Boy.
can take
Goopy
on
Boy
the
with his
form
goopy nest.
Yeah.
of... Yeah, and apparently they, like, mate.
Goop.
Or at least
Each
there's more than
other.
one of them.
I can't say that. Yeah.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah, you can. You
That's
can
a coward. That's coward talk.
Gonna
You can at least
Gonna-
say it when stream is done.
gonna clap that goop.
Okay, there it is. Okay, that's fine.
Yep.
Yep.
You could say that.
That's okay. The
So,
thing I'm thinking, I
anywho.
didn't say, but
Did you learn something new and important about one of the hunters?
Cole is the strongest of the group.
well, Cole is probably a little more serious than people think that he is.
Yeah, I mean,
At the very-
Arthur definitely learned that Cole, like, isn't helpless, so that's good.
There's some bite to the bark.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fig learned that Arthur is just ready to put his life on the line at any given moment, apparently, and that he trusts her to be the one to take him out if need be.
Nice. Actually, I'm pretty sure all of us trust Fig to be the one to take us out if need be.
Yeah.
That's a lot of responsibility.
Yeah, that is
I know.
that's kind of a weight to hold within the friend group, to be
Ooh,
honest.
that's a
No, I
burden.
don't think. I think.
Yeah, every friend group's got the one person that will take the rest of them out in the case of like a zombie.
Well, yeah, and
Yeah.
and just like real life, art imitates life.
Uh-huh.
Masha is
Yeah.
the one who will take all of us out if something happens, and we all
Okay.
leave. Or at least
You-
me. Masha will at least take me out if something happens.
Well, I'm gonna take you out anyway.
Yeah, I know.
This is ending up like the what you say sketch. Masha took out Dustin,
Yeah.
and then Chris took out Masha,
Yeah.
and then Mars took out Chris.
What you say?
Yeah.
I can't actually sing that high, so.
There's
You
one
don't have
experience.
to.
Yes. So that is one mark of experience.
Excellent.
I hope you all enjoyed my goopy creature. I love
hated
him so
them.
Need
much.
one more
In a good
to
way.
level up.
Yeah.
Wow.
Damn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm 3
better.
away.
Well, it's,
Kind of
I have to,
refreshing.
so I can catch up to y'all.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool. Very
Alright.
fun. Very excited for next week.
Yeah.
Because I'm assuming it's definitely nighttime now, or closer
It's
to
definitely nighttime now.
Uh-oh.
SpaghettiOs.
I mean, we're just in the forest at night. It's fine.
This
In the sketchy
foggy,
forest.
yeah,
The
the
forest,
sketchy,
but wrong.
foggy, dense forest that's also eerie. Yep. Excited.
And screams
Mm-hmm.
psychically.
Yep.
That is true. That's Scream. That's cool.
I was very interested to see what you were gonna do with that, Mars, because I feel like you set like a tone of like the environment of the forest, and I was like, I want to see like what like the psychic
Yeah.
imprint is. You did
I
not
thought about
disappoint.
doing just like a static, and then I was like, it's way more threatening if it's just like a yelling.
Yeah, definitely.
True.
And I'm very satisfied with it. I've been having a lot of fun doing some creepy descriptions and stuff for this mystery planning. Love my goop creature. What
That
an
makes
awful
sense.
guy.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Cool.
All right. Good game.
Yeah.
Yeah, thanks everyone for joining us. We'll be up again next Tuesday at 7 p.m. Central, and we may do something this week. So just keep join the Discord, follow us on social media at TurnTables RPG to figure out those times and see what we're up to as we continue to support the Trevor Project. And this,
How long are we going to be, or is it just the amount, or is there a time frame?
there is no time frame. We're just until we hit the 1,000, and if we continue past that, that would be awesome as well. But yeah,
Awesome.
there's no time limit for it. Yeah, absolutely.
Sounds awesome.
Yeah.
Cool. Thanks everyone for joining. Mars, do you want to sign us out?
Sure. Stretch your legs, crack your back, or don't. I don't know. I don't control you. Drink water. Take a nap.
Please sever your spine for me right now.
Don't sever your spine.
I love you.
Do a good stretch. I love you. Drink some water. I said that already. Take your meds.
Yeah, but
I don't know.
Drink extra water because you're
Yeah,
probably
drink a
dehydrated.
few more
extra
waters.
water.
A few more. Drink water, please.
Drink
Water.
some water. Hey, have you
Aqua.
considered? Drink some water.
H2O.
Turntables out.
That good stuff.
Good night,
Yeah.
everyone.
Good
See you later
night.
yourselves. VOD on Thursday.